No, I didn't realize that. I'm already alive. I didn't realize people were sitting in the side chat. Yeah, no, there's like Truckman and everybody. All these people are Matt West. Wow, I hate Dalek Cola. That's funny. There's Peaches. Hi, Peaches. I
Hi.
jump in and I see this side chat. Like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, everybody was waiting on you.
No, I didn't even realize that. Because I hadn't started it, and I didn't realize that it had already kicked over onto YouTube. There, that's hilarious.
Yep.
That's really funny. Spiff, there's a link, man. Jump on in. I'm just trying to get things set up over on my end. My channel. That's what I want. Cool, my channel. Thank you. There we go. I hear somebody. There's Chase the Rides there. There he is. There he is. And oh, look at that,
Look on
427
Peaches.
subs.
Hi, Chase.
Yo, girl.
There we go.
I'm doing. I'm finally done cooking. Yay!
Spiff. Nomad, you want in? Jump on in, Nomad.
I apologize in advance for child in the background.
Hey, no worries. I apologize in advance if I get all offensive.
You're on headphones, so.
Oh, I'm never on that. Oh, okay.
No. I'm getting everything through headphones.
Not me. I have speakers.
Well, you also. I mean, do you have kids in the house? That would make sense to go through speakers then.
Yes, I do have my kid in the house.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
your
she's got
kid
a dad.
Sounds old enough to like.
Oh
Not.
yeah, she's old enough.
Oh, she's old enough. She's got a mother and a father who just don't know how to not say the word fuck around her all the time. So.
Yeah, this child is a little itty bitty cheering. So.
Yeah, well, she's kind of heard that since the day she was born, so she's used to it.
I just avoid having to deal with that subject altogether.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to say fire truck all the time, so we just said pretty much fuck it.
Fire truck, really?
Yeah. Yeah, and well, then the other thing, then she would start watching Ruby and Max and Ruby and whatnot, and he'd see a fire truck and he'd be all fire truck.
All right.
So yeah, she's used to it.
Fair enough.
I think it's funny when mine actually lets it loose. Every once in a while, I just sit there and laugh at her.
Maybe I'll send a link to Truckman. I didn't realize so many people were sitting in my side chat because I didn't even kick it. I didn't even join. Oh, stupid StreamYard! Why do you do that? There we go.
Because it hates you.
No, if you've got a tab open, and it's like okay, my tab is open to that haunted ground that I was showing earlier. And if I click on home and go home, it just goes directly to StreamYard. And it's like, why are you going directly to StreamYard? Like, quit being so stupid. Where's Mothman? Mothman, you can jump in if you want, bro.
By the way, I can't hear my audio myself, so how do I sound? Am I coming in okay?
You're good, man. You're good. Okay. If you're too quiet, we'd say something to you. So.
All right, cool.
We'd say something to you. Let's hit this little compose button. Type in some letters here. Oh, let's try this one here. He's probably in bed. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Bikes, games, and beer. It's a great night.
Oh, where's this one here? There we go. And who else should I add to? Oh, 2 ATVs. Maybe they'll come in and like filthy French fryer ever come in. Well, Leaky might. Send it to Jiggy and Leaky anyways. Fuck it.
They're all.
Send one to Perry.
I just did.
Yeah, get Perry first. In here.
But Perry could be in bed though.
There was this whole huge thing on Scouse's channel a week or two ago or whatever, however long. I don't know how to deal with time right now. Apparently it was this big face reveal thing for me or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Someone saw your face. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I
No,
missed
the,
that.
Yeah, and
The
then
screen
week
broke.
and then the week after, Scouse's computer shits the bed.
yeah. Yeah.
Like it did tonight. It shit the bed tonight.
But I forget what I was saying. Thanks, Beaches.
You're welcome.
What's going on, monkey butt?
I can't.
Hey man,
Monkey
what's up?
Bob.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh yeah, we got
I
Coming
you.
in loud
did.
and clear.
Sorry, was I'm muting and unmuting. Sorry, Colorado Springs brother here.
Hey, what's
Excellent.
up? Chase the ride.
What's up, monkey?
I used to live in Grand Junction. God, I hated it.
Fuck,
We,
man,
we,
I
we
just-
actually met each other and didn't even know it. Monkey Butt and I was riding through Colorado, or riding through Garden of the Gods, and he just like watched my video, and he just like, oh, at 30 some seconds, that's fucking me, and I'm just like, hey, what's up, brother?
Yeah, dude, I
That's
totally
Pretty
remember that.
cool. That Garden of the Gods, because I went there too when we were in Colorado Springs, and that was pretty cool. My uncle took us through that, man. That was fucking pretty awesome to see all that.
It's
There's
a pretty
so
neat
much
place.
riding here. I tell people, they're just like, well, if you could ride anywhere, I'm just like, I've ridden a lot of places and that. And I'll be honest, I consider myself blessed because I can be 15, and Monkey Butt can stand up for this. I can be 15 minutes away from my house, and I can be out riding some twisties and some awesome riding. And it only gets more and more awesome the further I go, man.
Yeah, no, like I said, when I was there, like I was fucking 51 now, but when I was 17, when I was rolling through there with my parents, it was so cool, man. It was just the first thing that really caught my attention though is like where my uncle lived in Colorado Springs, the roads are red, the pavement was red, and I was like, that's cool. I'm used to black pavement. These guys got red pavement. How cool is that?
Not much of that around here now. That's been a while, but I do remember that. But yeah, that's been a while, bud.
Oh, they don't have the red pavement anymore?
No, most of our roads are blacktop now.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of red pavement still between Grand Junction and Delta.
I even went
still
to
there.
what was that? What's the suspension bridge you guys got there? The world's tallest suspension bridge that goes over the Colorado River.
So Gordon of the Gulch, Royal Gorge.
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
the Royal
Get a
Gorge.
beer or 5 and or 10. I have an empty gallon jug sitting beside me, so
Yeah, I was.
And
We
you're
went
not
there.
sharing.
I did the little tram over it. We did the little gondola over it, and then walked back over the bridge and shit. Spent the whole day out there too. That was pretty cool. Sorry, I hate Diet Cola. I was about to go live, and then Mick went live, and I was just like, well, it's kind of hard to have two people fucking go live at the same time. So.
Oh, hey, Mothman's here. Howdy,
Yeah,
Mothman.
Mothman's in there. He's always quiet in the side chat.
So I have to say the coolest thing about Colorado Springs, and I think Colorado in general, is you literally can ride year round here. We have pretty harsh winter, but we get lots of sunshine and the snow melts quickly. And
Yeah.
you got to watch out for the gravel because they throw a lot of it down for the roads. But
Yeah.
you can literally ride year round here. I mean,
That's nice.
It is. It's
Oh,
pretty
the
nice.
chips.
Well, if you got like
I'm with Funky Butt, and harsh is probably a hard word. I mean, road rash is up in Canada there, and you'd probably show it's harsh compared to,
no,
like
we don't get
Wisconsin
snow
we
where I
do.
live. I don't get snow. I see snow maybe 2-3 days out of the year.
Hey guys,
Really?
I'm in New York.
Yeah,
Your winter's
every-
a joke.
Yeah, every
Yeah, you're probably right.
every
No.
it's 7 to 10 years. Every 7 to 10 years, we'll get hit with a fucking big one, and it'll last like fucking 3-6 weeks sometimes. But that's like every 7 to 10 years that we'll get one of those. But other than that, it's like we'll see snow, and then we'll get that tropical air off the ocean, and it just turns into rain and washes the shit away. And like we'll see.
We have getting hit by the big one at my house, at least once a month. But my wife deals with it well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, I'm on the opposite side of that spectrum. Once every 7 to 10 years, we got nothing.
Yeah, no, I think Chase is.
She's right here listening. I'm shocked she didn't call me a jackass. But
I think Chase is right. Like harsh was like too harsh of a word. It really is like we can get hit with snow pretty hard, but like 2 or 3 days later, you can be out riding your street bike, literally.
Yeah, you're
It's
back
that
up.
awesome.
I mean, I consider myself blessed. I mean, because here in Colorado Springs, I mean, it's not one of those things that I'm heading up in the mountains or anything. But you're right, Monkey Butt. I mean, I laugh every time I say Monkey Butt because my son actually, my father, who actually passed this last year, actually used to call my son Monkey Butt. And he fucking hated it. So every time I hear that, I just fucking laugh. And actually,
dude, that's awesome.
I show my son that hey, you know, look, I'm listening to Monkey Butt Rides, and he's just like, I ride, but no. It was awesome. It was awesome. You know, you're here in the Springs. We'll definitely have to get out sometime together and ride, brother.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. There's a couple other motovloggers up in Denver. Have you seen the Cruiser Life?
The Cruiser Life America? Or
I'm not sure.
Is that
What's that other one
on
from Colorado? Chimp Rides or something like that?
So go ahead, man.
So Deluxe Chimp is here in Colorado Springs.
That's right, Deluxe Chimp. I was like, okay, what's it with monkeys in Colorado? You got Deluxe Chimp and you got Monkey Butt.
Wait. Who's in Colorado Springs?
We're a bunch of fucking apes, okay? You know, we grab our asses and throw poop at each other, okay?
Is that why everybody in Colorado has ape hangers?
That's how you get a channel around here, okay? And so actually, we have Deluxe. We have. I'm going to toss out a couple shout outs here. They're all probably older. No, they're not older than me. I'm going to fuck with them because they might listen to this later. Otherwise, I'll fucking point them your way. Actually, Road Rash, Deluxe Chimp, Homebees. Homebees is actually here.
Yeah,
actually,
Homebees.
it's up
Yeah,
in Denver
exactly.
also.
Yeah.
You know, Homebees.
No.
If you haven't listened to Homebees or seen Homebees, Homebees has an awesome channel. You know, this guy, this Monkey Butt, like I said, my son actually every time I talk about him just gets a fucking laugh. He's just like, I'm on YouTube, but not under that. And I'm just like, yeah, see, this guy stole your name, man. Actually, I think Homebees, you might be a year or two older than him.
Wait, Homebees is in Colorado Springs or Denver?
No, they're up in Denver. So Homebees, we've talked about doing a Colorado motorcycle or motovlogger meetup. I know there's a number of them around the U.S. and that, and I think we might even pull. I've talked to a couple of guys. JP 1970 might even be willing to actually come down from Nevada and that. So we might be able to get 5 or 6 of us together. And I'll be honest, I'm new to this gig, so I mean, if we know other people, toss some names out there.
The Cruiser
don't want to take up
America is in.
I mean.
The Cruiser America is in Denver. Dapper Axe Dan is in Denver. Feed the Speed is here in Colorado Springs. Obviously, you and me, we're here in Colorado Springs. And then, you know, this other dude, this other monkey that throws poop, he's in Colorado Springs too. Dude, we can easily get 5 or 6 dudes. That should be, that should be no problem.
That was my feeling. I mean, I thought that easily we could start something out. I mean, kick it between even if we did like Castle Rock or we did. I mean, actually, we might have as many of us down here in the Springs as Denver and that. Are you on Instagram, bud?
Say again?
Are you on Instagram?
I am. My Instagram is motocross80919.
That's why I haven't.
Why I don't have you on
Let me
Instagram.
just do that quick, and let's actually. He does.
I heard somebody say something, but I couldn't make
I'm
it
sorry,
out.
that's my buddy Jeremiah here. The guy right here. This guy I actually let into.
Okay.
So this is awesome with you guys from Colorado Springs because I've been there, man. And now I kind of miss it. It's like, fuck, man, I kind of miss that place. That was kind of a cool.
And Road Rash, yeah, I mean, if we have other conversation, brother, I don't mean to be taking over your chat here or anything.
Oh, no,
I mean,
that's fine, man. That's fine. That's
okay,
fine.
all right, good, bro. So Monkey
All right,
Butt, one more time that Instagram for me.
A motocross, MOTOCROSS 80919.
There you are, Monkey Butt 80919. Follow. Got you, brother. All right, we'll definitely hook up some more. I'm thinking towards the end of the riding season would be a good time to do this. And it's one of those things I sort of want to toss out there and just if you know anyone, whether it's people you ride with, whether it's other motor vloggers or whatever, and I want to look at. I know that I think I have a good enough relationship with the dealership. I could get some sponsorship there. However, we might be able to get a little more sponsorship out of Denver with a few things in that, with some dealers that I know up there in that. I'd love to just get together and get to know each other and, instead of riding past each other in Garden of the Gods, maybe do a ride as we're going somewhere or whatever.
You know what? The Garden of the Gods would probably be a really cool video if you guys did that as a group ride, man, and everybody had cameras on. And,
That would be.
And you all did your own version of that ride going through the Garden of the Gods and shit like that. Or even heading out to the gorge and shit like that, just showing people the gorge. A lot of people probably don't realize how tall that gorge is. Like, I remember going over that gorge and looking down at the river and seeing a train going by along the tracks there along the river there. And it just looked so tiny, that train that was fucking going through there.
So I don't know if it's true anymore, but the Royal Gorge used to be the highest suspended bridge in the United States.
That's what it was when I went there. That's what they were calling it, man. The world.
And actually, we might ride it Sunday. My brother Jeremiah here and I were just talking. We're not supposed to be riding, which we won't be. I'm sorry, we won't be riding it Sunday because that's not legal, and I wouldn't do anything illegal.
Exactly, right?
All you gotta do,
Here's the thing, right?
Trippy's Law, man. Just say Trippy's Law. Trippy's
We're-
Law. You'll be fine.
We're under
I'm trying to find
stay-at-home
toilet paper,
orders,
okay?
but the reality is riding is one of the best no contact, activities that you could possibly do.
Exactly. You're on your bike by
Right.
yourself.
What
There's
sucks
nobody
about that,
near you.
what's stupid about that is our governor here has actually stated that rides on what I'm going to ask
Group
my
ride.
husband here. Hey, wife, rides. What am I not supposed to do that I've been doing ride wise?
Probably group rides.
Leisure trips, car or motorcycle. Leisure trips.
Dude,
So my thing
New York's
is,
got you beat, man.
all of a sudden, you know what? I hate riding my motorcycle. It is not leisurely riding my motorcycle whatsoever.
Yeah.
So Sunday is supposed to be a gorgeous day. I think I'm going to go out and hate and grudge riding my motorcycle. So it's not leisure. Okay.
There you go.
Well, my
But-
purpose.
We'll blind toilet paper on the other side of the
No, my purpose, my 18-year-old son, okay, we did a ride, a 60-mile ride last weekend together. And actually, I think it was a Thursday or Friday. I think I bailed out of work even. My boss is awesome. He's a rider also.
How dare you?
No, my boss is awesome. I was honest. I'm just like, dude, it's fucking supposed to be 70 degrees almost today. And you know what? I'm fucking riding. My son, we're riding and we're filming along the way. And he's just like, hey, Dad, you're a YouTuber, so this is essential for your channel. He did. And I have a recording of this, right? My 18-year-old kid's just like, Dad, it's essential that you have content for your channel. You're trying to grow your channel. This is essential, right? And I'm just like,
Hey, you know what else is essential? Gas. That's a tax write-off every time I fill up my tank.
you know, actually, I've been told by a couple of people.
Hey, TV, say Chubbs.
I have a huge hog group here, and I've been told by a couple of people that I do need to register myself as a business, even though I'm not. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to make money doing this. They're just like, you know what? With what I paid this year in taxes, maybe I'll get some sort of write-off.
When I went and got my mailbox, when I went and got my P.O. box, and I says to the lady, I'm like, okay, I want the name to say Road Rash HD to go with my government name. And she's like, well, is it a business? I'm like, no, it's just a YouTube channel. It's all it is my YouTube channel. This is a way for fans and people, other riders, to send me stickers so they don't know my fucking personal address. And she's like, oh, okay, sure, no problem, right? But if I was said it was a business, you probably would have charged me more money for the fucking PO
unless
box.
you go to a non-post. So I start when I looked at my boxes earlier. My PO boxes. Actually, I've only just 2 weeks ago, I started my PO box, and I could go through like the UPS store for a box, or I could go through the post office. And literally, the UPS store wanted twice as much when I told them. They either wanted my personal name and would not allow Chase the Ride, or wanted it to be my personal name. And I'm just like, I'm not paying twice as much. And I'm just like, the thing is, I sort of wanted it to be the fact that, when I post on my YouTube channel, it is the fact that, you email me, Chase the Ride. I mean, that's me, right? Is Chase the Ride, just like Road Rash. I mean, I don't know Road Rash's name. I don't know Monkey Butt's name. I don't know Peach's name. I know what I'm looking at. There's peaches there, but
Really?
I'm giving you shit, girl.
So if you watch enough of my video,
and you're just part of the group, right?
Yeah,
my name
I know.
my name is on my bike. It doesn't look as good as Peach's icon, but it's there.
Just remember, that's not her boobies. Those are
Those aren't my
not her.
tits.
Those are not her
Mine are
tits.
bigger.
Damn it! I mean,
Much
what?
bigger.
Oh,
I still get Peaches mixed up with Ehart, I think it is, and I was so confused about the voices because their voices are like polar opposite.
Yeah, exactly, and that just pisses off Ehart.
Yeah, I think I pissed her off pretty good last time, but
It's,
I don't know, whatever.
Some people
what I
use
heard.
digital filters, others don't.
hey, 2ATVs this year.
So, who is Spiff? Where are you from? This is the first time I've been on a live stream with
That's
you. Not that I'm
New
alive.
York, New Jersey.
I'm
Oh.
I'm from the New York, New Jersey area. I was born and raised in New Jersey and New York. And
How are you
I've
doing, Mac?
been-
I mean, I know
Uh,
New York and New Jersey have been hit really super hard with this
So,
coronavirus stuff.
I am barely maintaining my sanity. I forgot it was Friday. I forget what month
No,
it is sometimes.
dude.
Like this is I've been stuck inside, confined to my property.
Are
for
you
the last
are
month
you
and a
in New
half.
York or are you in New Jersey? And I asked that because my dad actually came from New Jersey.
So did mine. Well, actually, my dad came from Buffalo, but we moved down to Jersey years ago.
So do you know where Cherry Hill, New Jersey is?
I love Cherry Hill. Actually, that's the one part of New Jersey that I don't hate.
Oh my God! That's so. When I was a little kid, that's where my grandparents lived.
no
Cherry Hill,
shit.
New Jersey. Yeah. I've been
Yeah,
there a
no,
couple times.
I'm from just outside New Brunswick. You know where Franklin Township is?
No, I don't.
Ah, okay. So have you So I was born. I was born in St. Peter's Hospital. Like that's how central I am.
Where is that in regards to Cherry Hill?
I don't know exactly where. It's been forever since I've been in New Jersey. Like since I've lived in New Jersey, but it's. Do you know the Rutgers campuses at all?
Vaguely, a little bit.
Okay, that's not gonna help. I came from right smack dab in the middle of New Jersey, like right in the middle, halfway
Where-
down and halfway over.
Where are you at right now?
I am about 40 minutes north of the Bronx now. I'm
Okay.
in New York right now. It's
Cool, but
it's
not
a hell
cool.
of a time. No, it's terrible right now.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, man. Stay safe, bro.
I'm doing my best. You too, man. The Lotsie is. Sorry, I'm kind of trying to post something on Instagram, so I kind of tuned out for like the last 5 minutes. My bad, guys.
Yeah, no worries, man.
What's that? What's that going on, Jeremiah?
Have you done any of the rides like further? I guess from you further east over into like Jasper National Park or Banff,
No, I have not done any of that yet. I've only been riding going on to 2 years come July.
Okay.
And the bike I've got is only at 250, and it can't handle the mountains. And
Oh,
right
all
now,
right.
I'm having a bit of issues with my bike. It doesn't want to do long rides, even from to and from work, without it shutting down. I kind of know what the problem is, but that bike that I've got in my picture is the bike that I want to get. That's my next bike. That's what I'm looking at as my next bike.
Okay.
That's what I can afford, and that's what the payments are gonna, if I can, or in my, that's in my financial future essentially.
Hey, there's
So
nothing wrong with planning, right? It's not
yeah,
dreaming,
yeah.
it's planning.
So that's once I get that bike, then I'm gonna start doing longer rides for sure. I'm gonna head out into the mountains and whatnot. I just got a new job that pays all right money. It's not the greatest money, but it pays all right money that I can afford that bike with the money that I make. And last summer I was basically working graveyard shifts, so basically
Okay.
every weekend was a write-off. There was
Yeah.
nothing I could do, so it was just a write-off. Hey, truck man on fire, I was going. So yeah, every weekend was basically a write-off for me
Man.
when I was working graveyard.
How far-
And this summer,
What's up?
later on this summer, it's going to be the same thing. I have to go back to graveyards later on this summer. So it's just basically the last half of my fucking summer is going to be nothing but write-offs as well. So I'm hoping that, once I get that bike, my plan is in the next little while is definitely to go out in those areas and go ride up in those areas and get some good footage and films and, to make
Take a
YouTube
trip to
videos
the
and shit,
US.
and that too.
I'll
But
be right
it's
back. I got a beer to grab.
go grab a beer. And so, yeah,
Why
that's,
are you not
you know,
sharing?
that's the plan in the future. It's just one step at a time. I'm still trying to get my credit rating up so that I can go out and get this new bike. I want to make sure my interest rate is low before I go and start buying a new bike. A buddy of mine helped me get the bike that I have. He co-signed for me, so the interest rates are kind of low and whatnot. And,
That's a good dude right there. I would never do that for somebody.
He's a really good friend, and he helped me out, and he helped me get two wheels, man, because he knew that I worked hard to get to that point to get two wheels, right? I fucking put a lot of effort into it. I didn't just kind of say, oh, I'm going to do this. I said I was going to do this, and then I made an effort and did it. And then I saved up all this cash to make that down payment and whatnot. And once he seen that I did all that, he was like, all right, man, I'll help you out, man. I was like, sweet, dude, fucking you're awesome
Yeah.
guy. And so I was able to get the bike that I have because of him. Or I'd still be waiting. Right.
Have you looked into some of the mountain pass rides east of you, up into those places?
We do have Ride BC out here, which is it's pretty much like a Facebook group, and they do a lot of rides through the mountain passes that go east of us towards Alberta and up to like Kamloops and Vernon and all those areas, and then head back to the coast, and then come back down through the coast through Whistler and Squamish and whatnot back into Vancouver and whatnot. There's a lot of great riding up here. It's just that if you're going to do the riding, the bike that I have is not equipped to do that riding right now because some of them hills are really fucking steep, and my bike could do it, but it's just the way my bike's acting right now, I'm not going to do it, right? So I want something bigger because the reason why I want something bigger is that I want to be able to cruise at that speed. Like my bike can cruise at the highway speeds here in the city, no problem. But the problem is like my RPMs, I'm screaming at 9,000 RPM as it is, and I back out at 10.5, right? And I'm screaming in sixth gear anywhere from 8 to 9,000 RPM. So once I get up to that speed, I'm pretty much I got no more, right? And if I'm riding,
Here's my thing.
Off-tail is what I heard.
Road Rash. My first bike was a 250 Ninja, 1989, and that thing lived at fucking 10 grand all day long.
yeah, well, see, my bike was living at 10 grand all day long, but just recently it started acting up, and so I don't want it. I don't trust it because it has to go into the shop. It needs to have a full service done because I'm at 20,000 K right now, and it's time for its next fucking service in the shop, and I think that's why it's acting up because it is a Chinese built bike, even though it's a Suzuki, it's still made in China, and so
No shit.
it's still time to have the fucking valve train done it's time to have everything.
Yeah.
I'm at 20K right now on the speedometer, so it's time to have the full fucking. It needs a full fucking service.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. 20K is
Yeah, so
20K is a lot on a
Yeah,
small
exactly.
engine like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just it's time. So I'm not taking it anywhere longer than to and from work right now, and just doing my grocery getting to flip around town, and then once I get the big bike, then that's what I'm fucking off out of town. It's like as soon as the big bike's in my hands, I'm like, fuck, I'm out of town. Right.
So question
how far
for you,
is it
though.
from your place to Calgary?
Ask Truckman because he does that trip every fucking day, but he just
So
went
the
and grabbed
trucker
a beer.
here, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Truckman does that trip every day between not every day, every second day. He does that trip between here and there. So he's the guy that
We lost Peaches.
it's basically anywhere from
Is it
9.
good riding or is it just crazy highways?
He's all on highway because he drives truck between where I work and where he works essentially.
Yeah.
And so it's anywhere from 9 to 11 hours it takes.
I'm back.
in the rig.
Truckman, what's up?
Man,
I'm back. I'm Dad.
Is it worth it on the highway or is it better to try to take some of the back roads?
The back roads would definitely be a lot nicer on the bike because probably less traffic.
Okay.
Twistier. It's going to take longer to get there
Yeah.
because the road that he takes between Vancouver and Calgary essentially is what we call the Coquihalla, which is the highway through hell. If you guys have ever watched Highway Through Hell on TV, the highway through hell is basically your most direct line between our two cities.
Isn't that AC/DC song?
Yeah. No, it's highway to hell, not highway through hell.
My life is a highway through hell.
Yeah. We've got-
I love Spiff's honesty. I mean,
Yeah. We've got two.
That's a
we've got
lovely
two
thing.
roads. We've got. We have.
I
the
do my best.
original- We've got the original number one highway that goes through the Fraser Canyon, which is some really nice scenic stuff, some really twisty shit. Where the Coke's more of a straight line, but you've got a lot of steep fucking hills and stuff like that.
Which one was the twisty one?
The Trans Canada Highway, the number one.
Have you guys,
It goes.
Highway to
It starts in
hell.
Hope. It starts in Hope, where the original Rambo movie was filmed. If you guys ever
So
seen
who-
the original Rambo movie, it was filmed there in Hope, BC.
So you show Jeremiah and I the start. Okay, who's riding it with us, and when?
Yeah. Well, I'll show you on Google Maps here. Just let me fucking bring up.
No, I'm not talking Google Maps. I'm looking for a guide, man.
I'll guide you through there. You guys want to go fucking? If you guys want to work your way up here,
Canadian Sherpas needed.
maps over here. So
oh,
basically,
look at Road Rash go, man.
here's Hope right here. You see my mouse right there. That's Hope, BC, right there. So the Trans Canada
Can
Highway
you
kind of
pull
goes
the
north.
disc yourself, brother?
And it goes this way where the Coke goes to number 5. It goes through Merritt
Oh,
and
check
goes
that out.
way to Kamloops,
Can
right?
you pull the disc yourself, Road Rash? Instead
You're
of
not that far north of the border, Road Rash.
No, I'm like where I am. I'm here in Surrey. Like I'm right here. I'm literally right here.
Oh wow.
There's the border right there, right? This is the
Sweet.
border.
So Road Rash, can you pull just to yourself instead of the whole group? I know I haven't
Oh,
played
okay.
with you here in a
Oh,
whole
you
lot,
just
but
want me to do? Hang on.
just you. I'm sorry. I mean, nobody else is showing their faces anyway, so it's just me and my ugly brother here.
Yeah. so basically, yeah. Hope is right here. Where's Hope? Right here.
Last
This
time
is
I
Hope,
showed my
BC.
face, I crashed Scouse's
But anyways, yeah, the
computer,
number
so-
one goes up through here. See, it's a pretty twisty highway. Goes through the mountains and
It's
whatnot.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it goes up the Boston Bar, and then it splits off. You can either go north. Let me zoom out here. You can go north up this way, and that work your way to Prince George, and then work your way up to Alaska and shit like that, all the way up here.
So
Wherever loads in.
that's definitely a summertime ride for somebody like
Yeah,
you.
this is all summertime, right? You can't do this because anything from Hope on, everything basically from this little line that I'm kind of drawing right here. Come wintertime, everything past that point is snowy. Here
I
down
had-
here, it's rainy.
I had no idea Vancouver was so close to the border. I
Oh, yeah.
always,
It's that close to the border. Yeah, it really
Here's
is.
Seattle right there. Seattle's right
yeah, dude,
That's
I had no
2 hours.
idea. I thought
Yeah.
it was so much farther away.
No, man. Like I said, I'm about 2 hours away. You spend more time crossing the border than you're going to drive or fucking ride from fucking the border to the fucking Seattle, right? You get on that I-5 and fly down to Seattle in no time. It's like 2 hours, I basically, right? But yeah, it's just to get through these mountains and shit like that. Like just like I said, you get the number 1, you get the 5 that goes to Kamloops, and then you can work your way through the number 1 to Calgary, because this is basically what Truckman is.
Yeah,
Truckman,
see, I thought
drive
Vancouver was like
to
as far
Kamloops,
as
you either go 1 or 5 to come into Vancouver here in Surrey, Delta area, where he comes to.
We need to look at that. So,
See-
thanks. I actually appreciate the look at that, Road Rash. We're planning a few things. Actually, I don't know if that will be this summer, but I think we're going to be hitting you up, brother, if you want to actually show us that route.
Yeah, well, no worries. Like I said, here's where you guys are, man, and I know because I've been there, and it took us 3 days to go down through Spokane to Coeur d'Alene and Butte. No, I seen Helena. I remember going through Helena, and I remember seeing Butte and Billings down to Casper, through fucking Fort Collins into fucking Denver, into Colorado. So this is the way that I came. We came across. We left fucking Vancouver.
Actually, I've done all the PCH1 from California and that, and I'll be honest, that's probably a good 2.5 day ride. I mean,
yeah, I would love to do the PCH, man. I would love to take the Pacific Coast Highway down the fucking all.
I'm gonna probably do it in the next 3 years, and actually, the more the group of people I know grows, it'd be awesome to actually, get a group of us together and plan something for 2-3 years out for PCH1, and just have a number of us. Vloggers actually be fucking riding that together, man. It would be amazing to have
I'm down.
7-8 of us riding that together.
Yeah, I remember this because, like, when I said when we drove down there, it took us about 3 days to get to Colorado Springs, and then when we came back, we went up. I can't remember which way we went, but we basically came up and we went to Salt Lake City, and then we worked our way to Reno, and then from Reno we went up to Redding, and then from Redding we headed back up into Vancouver. We went this way.
I think 3 days is that's a pretty good time frame. I mean, if you pushed it really hard, you could probably do it in 2.5. But I think 3 days is a good one. Like it gives you enough time to enjoy the ride.
Yeah. So some of that, I'll be honest, some of that's not an enjoyable ride, is it?
No, so a lot of it was.
Yeah, but that's half the experience, though. Like the sucky parts are the times that you come home with the stories and the character building.
Yeah.
Spiff has a point. There's a lot of truth to that.
The worst and also best ride I've ever had was when I moved from Grand Junction to Tucson. It was 14 hours. We did the whole 750 miles in one day. We didn't stop except to eat and piss and gas, and that was it. And it was god awful until I woke up the next morning and went, "Holy crap, what an experience!"
Spiff, you don't ride with a hose hanging out the bottom of your pants? Easy to stop at red lights.
I'm fine with that, but not everybody else in the group was.
But you also went from Grand Junction to Tucson, right? I mean, like I've been to Grand Junction a couple of times, and
Grand Junction to Tucson, the ride through Colorado can be fucking. I mean, you're talking the $1 million highway, dude. I mean,
okay, so going from Colorado like until I hit about Moab, like the hole in the wall was gorgeous, right? It was that
Moab going from Grand Junction. Where the fuck did you?
Yeah,
we took I-70 east and we went through. So we went a little bit. We went a little bit west and then we went south.
Bad choice. Depending on the time of year, it might have been the right choice, but in general, no.
It was fall. It was gorgeous.
Did you go like through Vegas?
No, we bypassed
That's like
Vegas.
That's like way west.
That's way west. Yeah, no, we went
west. Yeah.
I think we went.
To Moab. There's actually a number of parks. I mean, you could arches. You could hit a number of national parks that way. But I mean, honestly, even Colorado from Grand Junction, man, you could actually just head south. I mean, and you hit the $1 million highway. One of that is Google $1 million highway. That's like a dream ride for a number of people.
Oh no,
We have it right here in Colorado. I ride that fucker every year. I mean,
it was
it's
fun
a
until we hit
fucking road to me,
Flagstaff.
but-
Then it sucked.
Hold on. Truckman changed his icon. Truckman,
That's
what
his
are you
bike.
doing, man?
That's his
Is
bike.
it? Is that
That's
his
his
bike?
bike.
Yeah,
That's one of my
his bike.
bikes. Yeah.
That's one of
That's
his
the bike you need to ride
One
to
of.
flipping Alaska. That is the bike. I love it.
Yeah.
And what is that? Let's hear it, Truckman.
Yeah, you don't want to ride my bike to Alaska. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's a KLR 650. That's just the big
Uh.
thumper, man. You need at least a parallel twin.
It could do it. Lots of
You
people
could
have
do
done
it. It'll take forever, but
And you
yeah.
know what? Actually, the 650 might not be a bad bike to do that ride. I mean, if you're single up in that, I mean, I give my son shit about his little 650, but and on Saturday I have a release of a video where he actually jokes about his 650, his V-Star 650 being better than my Road Glide, and it's all due to a thumb screw.
I'll take that 650 over my ZX10 if we're going to Alaska.
Me and my thumb leave me alone, okay? Sorry, man.
I would love to take the PCH up, but the problem that I have is that I'd have to like fly out and rent a bike. Otherwise, it's like 6 days just to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and so it depends on who you talk to. So PCH1 is Pacific Coast Highway, and really and truly, it is California. I mean, who you talk to will state it's all the way from Washington down through Oregon down. I actually did the true PCH1 as far as I'm concerned.
I gotta pass
And
something.
it's still a good ride from where you're, depending on where you're coming from.
So I got a question for you, Chase. So I'm
Yeah.
going to hit it. Well, I plan to hit it this summer. I mean, COVID actually, who knows what the fuck's going on with that. But I was going to ride through Flagstaff into LA, and then I was kind of undecided whether I would go north to San Francisco or whether I would go south to San Diego and then ride back.
I'm gonna before you. I started before you even started. So if you're going to LA and that, I would say definitely do the north. The south. I mean, honestly, unless yeah, exactly. And unless you love traffic and heat and
Overblowing your temperature gauge.
no.
So
Honestly, PCH1. If I were, I will do it again, and I will probably do the whole thing. Not probably, because I'm psychotic, and I will actually definitely do it. Actually, that my number one ride, if you watch some of my videos on my channel, is actually my PCH1 ride. Actually, I think I note that in this week's video, is the fact though that I will do it again. I'd love to do it all the way from Washington down through Oregon, because honestly, there's some beautiful country there. But you hit LA. Once you hit LA, honestly, as far as I'm concerned, maybe it's because I live. No, it's not because I live there. Because there is no. So I won't say there's no beauty. I'll withdraw the statement. I was about ready to say there's no beauty between once you hit Santa Barbara. On down.
There's just nothing to see. Like
There's nothing.
there's no actual California neighborhoods, or you're within like a mile of the coast. You don't see
You know,
Hey,
yeah.
It's Randy Rides. How's it going, guys?
And the northern part of California is somewhat that way. However, you're still hitting some beautiful area. I mean, you're hitting the redwood forest, which is just flipping amazing. It seems like
I would love to see
middle
that.
of the day, it seems like it's dark
Mm-hmm.
and that. But yeah, I would definitely. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on, but Monkey Butt definitely head north. And depending on the time that you're planning on doing that, I've already not been able to use a week of my vacation time. Let's talk some more, and maybe I'll follow you.
Dude, that would be awesome. So, I mean, my inclination was to head north because I've actually got family in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, like, I could visit, I could visit family and chill for a day or two, and then head back through Las Vegas. Say again?
There are parts of California that I'm sort of with Jeremiah here, my buddy that's joining me here tonight from Bikers Blessing Kids. It is the factor that Southern California to mid-central California, that you literally want to make sure you can lock that fucking bike up. I mean, or make sure you're securing your bike well. There's a lot of shit that happens. I've even been in Vegas and walked out the next day and my bike was there because I chained it up to shit. And it was the factor that as a casino parking lot and biker parking, and people were, out there looking for their bikes the next day. Which I mean, don't put yourself in that situation, brother.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of truth to that for sure.
And you know what? I mean, if you're seriously thinking about that, let me know time frame. Let me know where you're thinking of that. 'Cause I might have a place for us. I mean, if we're looking at doing it on the down low and the cheap, might be able to pull some vlogging together. And I know people down in the LA area still that I probably have a free place for us to stay too. So,
Dude, I'll let you know, man.
let's talk some more, brother.
Cool.
I know I got a place to stay in San Francisco. A buddy of mine who grew up here on the island where I grew up, he lives in San Francisco now, and he's always told me, man, you come down to San Francisco, you got a place to stay, man. Fucking no problem. I was like, cool. One day I want to come down there, right? I kind of projected myself to being down there this summer, this year, and well, with all this shit going on, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
And I don't have the bike for it.
Give me a timeline, because I mean, there's so much shit going on. I've already canceled a week of my vacation because I was supposed to be down in.
Well, I don't even have the bike to do it. Even without this other bullshit that's going on, I still don't have the bike to do it yet, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. I was thinking I was going to do this in like a mid to late June time frame, but I just, I don't see this Corona thing ending anytime
Yeah, it ain't
soon.
ending anytime soon. No.
So June sucks for me. And Monkey Butt, I invite you out. My hog group does a ride in June where we do 5 10,000-foot passes in a day. And we're actually ending up in Golden this year. So it's actually only a 300 some mile ride. And well, even though we have everything from crotch rockets to, I mean, the geezer glides that this old man's riding.
dude, I'm down. I'm not a crazy crotch rocket dude. I love crotch rockets, but I have no problem hanging in the back and just chilling.
That's who I am. I'm the guy in the back just chilling. It's like
we have even had slingshot cars actually join.
Oh, no way.
Cars.
I have this rule. Like, I don't
you
wave
know,
to like 3-wheelers.
I don't wave
racist
to
thing.
slingshots.
Well,
I'll
so
wave to
you and I
like
watch videos, and then you're just like,
Okay.
oh,
a tri-glide.
Oh, I didn't know that was there. I mean, I think you commented last week that, I didn't know that post office was there. And
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So brother, we definitely need to link up. I mean, my thing is you know what? If you're on 2 wheels, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care what you're riding. First of all, I ride fairly sporty for the ride that I'm on, and same with Jeremiah here. And that we might be known for our group to be a little aggressive in our riding and that. Actually, Jeremiah is actually trying to be a road captain with our group right now, and you might be accepted.
So I'm actually pretty chill. I mean, even if you watch like my last video, the reality is for the most part I'm pretty chill. Even though I'm on a ZX10, it's not about look. I used to road race. I still race motocross. I've raced at Virginia International Raceway. I've raced at Road Atlanta. I've raced at Summit Point.
Nice.
For me at this point in my life, I'm pretty chill, dude. I'll ride with anybody. It doesn't fucking matter.
I mean,
I'm only aggressive when there's no video evidence.
I'm in no rush to get anywhere except for when I get off work. Then I'm in a rush to get home.
Hell yeah, Road Rash, dude. I'm with you on that one, bro.
It's one of those things. I'll be honest. I have a brand new rider. I mean, my son, 18. He's been riding for a little over a year. Actually, we rode out to California together last year, and there are a ton of people that were questioning, is he ready? Is he ready? And I'm just like, you know what? we have hotel reservations, but if I have to double my hotel reservations along the way, he had 600. Actually, I want to say his longest day was 750-mile day, and the fact that road, and I mean, he's picking on me tonight. He's just like, "Hey, what are we riding this weekend, Dad?" And I'm just like, "I love it. I mean, I really truly do. I mean, to actually have, you know, my hog group that I commonly ride with has canceled everything because we're normally a group of 25 to 40 people, which, I mean, you pull that down the highway and we're going to be questioned and I'll be ticketed for fucking $1,000 a pop, which is, I'm sorry, Road Rash. If you don't want me to jump into this COVID shit, stop me now. But,
Yeah, I would stop you if I thought you were going on too much. Trust me.
I try not to get there, brother. But I mean, we're distancing. I mean, honestly, we're distancing, and we will continue to distance ourselves. When I'm riding down the fucking road, there's more than 6 feet away from me. Okay.
No, well, that's just it. That's what I don't understand. If your governor's telling you can't go for a leisure drive, fuck her, man. Like, I need to get the fuck out of the house. I'm going fucking stir crazy, man. Just let me get
It's
on my
my fucking
motorcycle. And just,
sanity.
Yeah.
You know what?
So you know Road Rash is from
flipping
Canada because
sanity,
he said
brother. I
he
mean,
said fuck her.
yeah.
It's a him. It's a
Oh,
him.
whatever.
I'm
I'm just thinking of that bitch.
He is a bitch.
I'm just-
telling
Okay.
everybody he can't do anything, man.
I'm just playing, man. I gotta go piss. I'll be right back.
You're good, Road. You're a good monkey, but I appreciate it. No, it is. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, I don't care.
I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to flatten the curve, right? Okay. You know,
You're
we're
right,
doing
brother.
the same thing here in BC. We're trying to flatten the curve. We're doing a pretty damn good job of doing it right now. But at least we're still allowed to get out and go and be leisure. You know, go to the parks, just as long as you're social distance, go to the parks, get on your motorcycle, go for a ride, man. Get that fresh air in you, man. Just get the fuck out of town, get out of your house, go do something. Go
Here in
for a ride,
Colorado, though,
you
we
know.
are not. We are
No,
not.
that's what's stupid, man. The governor's being an idiot, man.
No, our governor is an idiot. And my thing is we're talking about doing a 200-300 mile ride. Jeremiah, myself, and my son on Sunday. That you know, it's gonna be the 3 of us. I mean, no, maybe the 4 of us, depending on his wife. My wife needs hip surgery right now, and I mean, the whole. Actually, my piss off thing about the COVID right now is the fact that she can't get in the fucking doctor to get done what she needs to get done because the fact that I need that shit done so she can fucking ride with me. All right, I mean,
Yeah. No, I know.
that's where I'm at with it. I mean, these fucking doctors are fucking our lives because she needs to be in getting the surgery done.
See, our doctors are still performing them surgeries, but they're only doing the ones that really need to be done. Anybody that can just
So
live a
theoretically,
little longer
So
you know.
she has a high tolerance for pain and likes alcohol as much as I do. So I mean, she drinks and gets through it. Thanks for that's my beer, fucker.
Hey, if you have enough bourbon, you won't remember that you have hips. So
yeah.
Hey, Monkey Butt, if you need beer, I'm no, not right now. But I'm stating that I have buddies who actually here in the Springs are Iron Butt Brewery downtown. Actually got.
I kind of wish I was in the Springs right now because I'd be knocking on your door going, "Hook me up, brother, hook me up."
Iron Butt
I'd be walking in like
actually just got shut down.
I'd big as many. I'd go to the store and buy 2-liter fucking bottles of fucking Coke and dump them out on the ground. As soon as I walked out of the fucking store and go straight to your house, going, "Okay, fill these full of beer, please."
So this guy right here, this was full, and this is a gallon and a half.
Oh fuck!
This evening, okay. Now I've had 2 friends over. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm social distancing, so could you make that?
Yeah, you gotta watch what you say, man. You're on the internet here.
No, we're 6 feet away, okay. So this was beer. So what sucks is
sounds
I
like a
actually
Tuesday to me.
The Camelback bottle, yeah. This was full. I don't support this, but it was a Camelback, and my buddies Tacoma coming home, and he was fine with it. There's too much evidence here. This is online. But
Howdy, Mike.
So
Hey, Mike.
Monkey Butt, if you need some beer, I'm literally planning on pouring probably 5 barrels, which are full kegs, down the drain tomorrow.
How you doing, Mike?
We
Yeah,
should
there's
probably
a-
talk between now and then, but there's a good IPA on tap. There's a good porter.
How much would it be to ship those barrels to New York?
I don't know. You pay for
More than
shipping?
worth, honestly. In the grand scheme of things.
I'll pay extra
My
for
thing is
locally
it's
brewed stuff.
free beer, and I probably drank a gallon of it tonight. So, but I mean, I know. I mean, Monkey, but I know you're like. I mean, we see videos of each other within 100 feet of each other. Actually, I mean the one we brought up earlier, we were probably within 2 feet of each other.
All I heard was free beer.
And it's free beer. So, porter IPA or a.
Well, Road Rash, thank you for this beer. It's very fucking good.
Pale. It's very good. Yeah, let me know. And if you have a, whether it's a pint or whether it's a, gallon and a half bottle,
Anything that will hold liquid.
anything holds liquid. Well or not.
God, it's raining here.
How long you want to drink it? I have free beer. I'm advertising here on YouTube, so let me know.
Free beer. Is that anything like free candy?
I don't know that's that high alcohol.
It's actually raining here right now.
If you're a bitch and you
What's
want a
up?
cider, my wife
It's
just
actually
announced
raining here right now.
Oh, is it?
I have a cider also.
It rained here all day, too.
Yeah,
Which is
no,
good
we-
because
it
we
melts the
might
snow.
get-
I did not get that's not what this cut is from. It's her, but
So
You guys
you're
were spitting on me today after work when I got off of work, and it was right.
you're close enough to Seattle, Road Rash, that I would imagine it rains a fair amount there.
Oh, yeah.
The funny thing is, Seattle seems to get more rain than we do. Like they say, Seattleites don't tan, they rust. Well, here in Vancouver, it's the same thing. We don't tan, we rust.
I was gonna say, like being a motocross guy, like all of, at least here in the United States, all of the really good mud riders come out of like Seattle.
yeah, because of the amount of rain we do get here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Well, we haven't had rain though in 13 days. Like it's for us, wintertime's is rainy season, right? That's when our rainy season is. But we just had a nice long stint of fucking nice warm weather. And basically like today here, it was like, what did it get up to? About 67 degrees here today. And so it drops down to anywhere about 40, 47 in the mornings right now. And we're getting highs is up to 61 to 67. Yesterday was 67. I think today we were at 65. It was kind of muggy today because it was overcast. And then it was spitting on me on my when I got off work. But
Some people have to pay for such action.
I know.
I want to apologize to Mike Parsons because apparently he's a Raiders fan, and yeah,
well,
just went. They
he
left
what?
Oakland, brother.
Hey, Mike, are you working tonight? Or are you actually at home tonight, Mike?
Oh man, I'm home. I got rid of the second job, so I actually get 3 days off now.
Oh, what was the second job you got rid of? Lowe's?
Yeah, I got rid of that one.
So you just did the Waldart now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a lot of overtime.
Are you having a beer at least tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm drinking my torpedoes.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Where are you at,
See the beer.
Mr. Mike Parsons?
I'm in Hesperia, California, Southern California.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I'm from the Bay Area. That's why I'm a Raider fan.
No
Beer
worries.
cam.
There you
I
go.
don't. I don't hate you,
Yeah.
even though I'm a Broncos fan. It's all good, man.
Sorry,
I know.
guys. It's all for the Seahawks, man.
Yeah, I know. Poor Mike. He's been working them graves. He's been working them grave shifts.
Who said all for the Seahawks? I missed that. Who
Nice
said
truck,
that?
man.
The New Yorker.
Oh, he's having a strafe. Oh.
You're not even on the
betcha.
right coast. Why are you,
Dude,
why-
all
why
right,
are you-
listen.
I didn't realize
Listen.
I got a
All right.
strafe, but I don't have the green.
Hold on.
strafe.
Before you jump down my throat for being on the wrong
wait, you
side of
have
the country for that.
Giants, you have the Jets, you have.
They both suck.
And it's very tasty. Thank you,
Patriots
Road Rash.
fan. You can be a Patriots fan.
The
I wouldn't hate on
Patriots
you.
are trash. They
It's
cheated
going
their
right
way
to
through
my
their
head,
last
too.
Super Bowl.
Yep.
The last Super
Bulldogs
Bowl
have
or
a
the
very-
last 20? Because
I'm glad
they
I
didn't
drank
No,
it
kill
the
first.
us.
last time they,
All the rest of the
their
year I had
last
is
Super
cheap
Bowl
shit.
they
Oh my
cheated through.
god! I can't believe a
Hey,
Raiders
Bill
fan lives on the East
Belichick
Coast.
has a horrible record, so F New England.
Alright, so-
I'm at a loss for words.
Okay. Before you jump down my throat about being on the
Yeah,
wrong
Smith
coast for
the
being a
monkey going off.
Seattle Seahawks fan, I
Too late,
lived in
Smith.
Seattle for a good chunk of time a few years back, and I absolutely loved it there. And I mean, the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl twice in a row. More than I can say about most teams.
Well, and whoa, wait a second. It was the first time they won the Super Bowl. No, or was it the second time? It was
The
against
first time they
Broncos.
won, the second time they lost.
Well, so they destroyed the Broncos. It was pathetic. The Broncos. I don't even know who that team was. That was an
actually
embarrassing
disappointing
Super Bowl.
game. That was a very, very bad show up for that team. That was very
Oh
disappointing.
my god, it was horrible. I mean, like from the very first snap, like the dude snapped the ball, it went like over
I'm gonna say that
Manning's
most
head.
of the time when the Broncos go to the Super Bowl, it's a very disappointing time.
So they've been to the Super Bowl 6 times. They won 3 of them, and the other 3 were mostly embarrassing. So they got destroyed by the 49ers. They got destroyed by, oh gosh, what was the other team? They went against the Giants. So in the 80s, they went 3 times. They went against the Giants, and that was actually a close game. But they got destroyed by the 49ers, and they got destroyed by another NFC team. I can't remember who it
Can
was.
I ask something real quick? Who is vaping? Because I want some of that.
That would be me.
Share?
Kind of far away, aren't you? No.
Yeah,
I'll make it work.
You're
It's
totally
electronic. It works through the internet, right?
Sure.
You're totally on the wrong coast and surrounded by disease.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm a witcher. I'll be fine.
So, Chuck Matt, you're liking that beer, are you?
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Okay. All right, so I want to show you something. Okay, pull that beer up again. On your camera. There, Chuck Matt.
beer cam.
Your beer camera. There, Chuck Matt.
Just give me.
Truckman's a winner because he's got a
Okay,
Kawasaki.
so Truckman brought me 6 rolls of shit.
I'm being we're playing with liquor on
I
that over
couldn't
here.
get fucking,
Yeah.
I couldn't get shit tickets, fucking. So I had to have Truckman fucking bring me shit tickets. So I gave him that bottle of beer. That's a $10 bottle of beer. That's got the green label. That's 9%. But today I went out and I bought myself. You guys can't really see. It's fucking too fucking dark. But I got this black label of the same shit, and this stuff here, it's a dark beer compared to that beer. And I wish
Dude, a $10 bottle of beer is pretty big ass, dude.
Sorry, my daughter fucking to the light.
11%.
This one here is the black label one.
Thanks, Road Rash's daughter. Now we can see the label.
And what's the alcohol percentage say on that? I can't. It's not focusing. It's 11%.
It says some numbers
11.
percent. by volume.
11%. So that's my 11%. I haven't
Dude.
cracked that one yet, but that's the black label one. That's the one you got to try next. It's the quadruple. The one I gave you is a triple. This is the quadruple, and it's a dark beer. And it's the same size bottle with the fucking with the cork top and everything like that
Yeah.
too as well.
It's a
right?
strong, like it has a nice strong flavor, but it doesn't taste like a strong beer. Like
No, it doesn't. This one, the fucking 11% is a strong fucking flavored beer as well, and it's so tasty too. That one, it's like
and I'm drinking it way
I'm
too
just-
fast because it's just hitting me like.
yeah, no, be careful. I told you, man. I told you, just be careful with that beer. Just fucking take it real slow and easy. You're probably already gonna finish that beer, but it's gonna hit you in the head, man.
Oh yeah,
Drink 6 of
You
those
guys-
and you won't
you
remember
guys-
what beer is.
You guys and your
I'm a
you guys
bit
and your cork
jealous.
tops. I just need a brown bottle and an aluminum cap. That's it.
Brown bottle. You need a bag for that brown bottle?
What's that?
Do you need a bag for the brown bottle? What's a brown bottle, bud?
You missed it,
Chad.
Chase.
I know it's been
That's-
hard times, but
There's
That's
dudes
how
up north.
I
they-
feel when Road Rash is drinking. Good lord, I'm like, God, this is like budget beer compared to what he's drinking.
Strapte is in a brown bottle, but it has a cork.
That's why I had to dry out during the week, because I can't drink fucking during the week anymore, because those beers are expensive and they fucking just suck my bank account dry. So it's like, okay, I gotta stop drinking every day.
There is one
I've been
thing.
working from home, and honestly, I have this advent calendar of bourbon, and this week I've actually had to. We're coming to an end of a DoD contract, and I ain't naming the contract or anything. I just bit my tongue, so I'm just like, am I safe talking about this shit or not? But yeah, literally this week I actually had to state, 50% of my team, if they're gone in a month, who would it be? And I'm just like, I need some time on that. And the time required, I thought it was only a finger or two of bourbon, but it ended up being
Half a bottle.
like half a bottle of bourbon. And I'm just like, you know what? This mother, he could go. And I'm just like, you know what? If it's a good choice while I'm drunk, it's probably a good choice.
Biggs Adventure, yes, this is how we do it nowadays.
Yeah, this is how you got to do it, man. This is the only way you can drink with friends these days.
Yeah, like the pizza says, man, it's the virtual bar.
And it is. And I've had actually
What's up, Peaches?
two different breweries that I actually commonly frequent. Actually, one of them was actually in a video last week. I went early this week, late last week, and then another one hopefully this week. What's that? Control. What?
There is one thing that I miss about Colorado, and only one.
Only one? What's that?
Left-hand milk stout.
Where you at, Stiff? Left-hand milk stout is like, I want to say the regional, at least, if not national.
I can't get it here, man.
Where you at?
can't do it here.
Left hand, that's like jerking off, and it feels like someone else is doing it for you.
No, that's called the stranger. You have to sit on it first until it goes numb.
I mean, that's not a milk stout. Well, if you drink it afterwards,
Yeah,
that's
milk's
all.
eventually.
Dude, guys. Spiff is in New York. They fold their pizza. All right, that says enough.
Hey, we're the only state that actually has pizza. Everything else is bread, tomato sauce, and cheese. All right, listen. Everybody that I've ever met is like, here, try this pizza place. Dude, I'm from New York. Y'all don't know what pizza is.
I hit a sore spot.
Yeah. I'm at 1.5 gallons right now. of beer.
Pizza's
Water.
a tender issue for Spiff.
Pizza's a tender issue for any New Yorker.
Well said, man. Well said.
Left hand, Stiff. Is that all you want? Can I actually ship from Colorado to you, brother?
Dude, I would. Holy crap! Can you put beer in the mail?
What do you
That's
think
Yeah,
about
it
Yeah.
might take a few days because of
Oh,
the way
yeah.
it's going.
He can't legally. What do you think about deep dish?
No, Jiggy
pizza from
Moto
Chicago?
got a can of beer sent to him.
You know what? It's one of those things that honestly, I drink a little and a lot.
All right, Nomad's got the right idea. The only place that makes pizza better than New York is Italy, but it's different pizza.
So I'm not going to ask you to ship your pizza because honestly, by the time it get to my ass, it probably tastes like
It'll have its own ecosystem.
it probably tastes like my ass. But beer is another thing. You know, if you were as flexible as I, being my fat ass that I am, you might know what my ass tastes like. Would you like to taste it? I don't think you want to throw that on YouTube.
That was a TMI
Whoa.
violation.
Yeah,
That was a bit
good.
much.
I am like way too many drinks to count in. So you're getting the true chase tonight, okay?
Getting the real deal.
What's counting?
I'm trying to Google here right now, and I can't even fucking put my fingers on the right keys to type.
I've been there, done that.
This is amusing. Shit, I gotta catch up now. Like I'm about to grab the rum.
So
I thought I was gonna jump off the stream here in a minute, but I might stay a little longer.
Yeah, this is way too entertaining. Shit.
shipping here to
New York City.
Yeah, Jigimoto got a tall can shipped to him.
From where?
I'm not too sure, but it was on his last video there on Instagram.
Where you at, Smith?
I know that he put something up on Instagram today, but you know, I don't follow Instagram religiously, so
Yeah. Some other vlogger sent him a beer,
Huh.
some sort of like Irish stout or something.
Where you at, Smith?
I thought I heard my name.
Hey, Daryl, if you're still listening, man, get out there with that weed whacker. Just do it. It'll be fun.
Is your name Irish Stout?
No, I thought I heard Road Rock.
Irish stout.
Smith. Oh, okay. So Smith, you're in New York, right?
Yes, sir.
Where?
I am about 40 minutes north of the Bronx.
Oh my God! I have this like 5-page document on shipping beer to New York. What the fuck?
Dude, this state is anti-fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like Vancouver, man. It's anti-fun.
You know another state that's anti-fun? I used to live there. It's called Virginia. They're absolutely.
You know what else is anti-fun? California, New Jersey.
California is very anti-fun. I'll second that.
I miss being able to carry an AR, man. Like that was the life.
So what's ironic is I mean, stupidly, I love some California breweries. My wife loves wine. My wife loves wine. Oops. She's in the background. I'm going to continue on quickly before she said something she didn't hear.
Before a book comes flying at you.
But from California to Colorado, I can ship shit all day. But from New York, I have to read like a 5-page document.
That's because you got to pay all them road taxes and fucking tolls to get it there.
Tolls,
Dude,
yeah.
no kidding, man.
Dude, I do not miss the tolls on the East Coast at all. My God.
It's one of the things that I'm remembering that I hate.
Yeah,
Oh,
the tolls are
wow.
ridiculous, dude. I did the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and that cost me like $40. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
It's stupid. Man.
Try going in and out of New Jersey sometime.
Oh yeah, the George Washington Bridge. That's $13 or $16 across that fucking thing.
GW Bridge is actually GW Bridge is free. It's every other bridge to New York
Oh,
or
okay,
out of New
okay.
York that is not free.
Yeah, I went in. I drove in. I drove in from New Jersey into New York, and holy shit, dude! I was just like, you gotta be kidding me.
Is it a per axle toll or is it
It's a per axle toll all day. $20 for a sedan, and then
Yeah.
anything more than that, you go to like 30, 40,
Yeah, I
100.
was like, no wonder there's not a lot of truck drivers coming from New Jersey on this bridge.
I drove from Colorado to New York City to do relief work for Sandy Hurricane. And I was driving an F-350 one-ton dually. And they date raped me on the tollways just because I was a one-ton dually.
A
dually is a single axle, considered a single axle. I don't know why the hell they decided to upcharge you on that.
Single axle, it's not a single axle. Because of the weight difference.
They upcharged him because he wasn't local and he didn't know any better.
Right?
Right.
They gave him the tourist fee.
That's right.
Yeah, the tourist
Yeah, tourist
Sounds
fee,
like
exactly.
something Northern Colorado would do with the Democrats. I mean, we'll double your fee just because you don't fucking know and you're not a Democrat.
Yep, that sounds like the Democrats.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I'm getting.
The weight limit is not what the issue is. It's you have to look over, count the number of axles in the rear, and then that's how you judge your toll. Dual
I was gonna
is not
say,
a dual axle.
They don't have scales at the tolls.
They're not running a scale across that fucker.
No,
No.
they're too broke.
Exactly. If they are, obviously, they have way too much money to think about this shit. And like, I've been in and out of California. Since actually when we were down in Texas. I mean,
5 times.
I've been in and out of California 5 times due to my father's death and that since actually the ride for the Guinness Book of World Records. I wasn't able to make that even because issues with my father and that. And I've been 5 times since then. And California hasn't bent me over and raped me yet.
Oh, give it time, brother.
The tolls
Give it
aren't
time.
that bad here.
I was waiting for someone.
Yeah.
The thing is that California at least knows where its money is going. New York doesn't have a fucking clue.
No, don't. Californians don't know where the money's going.
I was gonna say, wait, Mike, come on, speak up, man.
Yeah, we don't. We don't know where the money goes. We just know it's going somewhere.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Because all the taxes that happen come out of your paycheck, as opposed to us who just get taxed for
plus
getting
now
in
we
our
got-
cars.
Well, plus now we got the gas tax, which is supposed to be gas. We have something like 20-cent gas tax going on, where that money's supposed to go to fixing roads, but
That
Okay,
it does.
so-
the governor
got a
of
story.
California has decided to put it towards homeless people and other issues that money wasn't even supposed to go towards. So
Stop living in a communist state, and you won't have that problem anymore.
I got a story. I got a story. You want to talk about taxes? So back in
Ooh,
the
story
day,
time.
I used to live in Virginia. We're talking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We're talking late '90s, and I don't remember the names of the politicians, but back in the day, Virginia used to have a flat fee for vehicle registration. I don't remember what the fee was, but let's just say it was like $25. Okay.
a fee on top of the registration.
Yeah, no, the whole thing was like a flat fee, $25. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, no, hang on. It gets good. So I moved from here in Colorado to Virginia, and we don't need to talk about why, but I did. And
Yeah, me too.
So I obviously I had to register my vehicles, right? And I had at the time in Colorado, registration was pretty lax as far as vehicle inspection and those kinds of things, right? You could pretty much register just about anything. in
Colorado says, "What's registration? Who cares?"
Exactly, right? So long story short, I had this mini truck. Okay, I had 10-inch wheels. I had a booming stereo system. I had all kinds of shit that Virginia just fucking hated on, okay? So I moved to Virginia, and I had to register this vehicle, right? So I pull up to the inspection station, which was foreign to me because I was like, what? I have to get my
What's
vehicle
inspection?
inspected? Exactly,
Yeah.
right? And, of course, I picked this, like, super hick kind of inspection station. They saw this lowered mini truck pull in, and they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to tear this fucker up. Right. And,
Because they're racist.
yeah, sure, whatever. And they did. Right. And so I completely failed. And I got, a list of things I had to fix and all this other stuff,
Including your
and-
stereo system.
including my stereo system and the music.
That was like number
playing.
one.
Yeah, exactly. That's like where they started. Yeah, sir, we don't play that kind of music here. No. So, long story
What's this?
short,
What's this here bass I keep hearing about, boy?
a couple of years after all this transpired, and I get my vehicle registered and all this other shit, and it passes inspection, all this other crap, right? A couple of years later, there's this big, huge debate about vehicle registration fees, right? So in Virginia at the time, vehicle registration was a flat fee. but they had a vehicle tax that everybody had to pay at the end of the year, and it was prorated against how new and how much your vehicle costs. And so I think it was a governor election.
Yeah, that's a playbook out of California right there.
Yeah, right. So
It was
so
with
this
New
other
Jersey
dude,
and New York, man.
this other dude ran on this platform, and his big deal was he was going to get rid of vehicle tax, right? And everybody was like, "Oh my God, I love you. I'm going to vote for you." And all he did was he moved the vehicle tax to the vehicle registration. And so this like really cheap $25 vehicle registration
Just
ended
went
up.
up.
Yeah, exactly. It just went up.
kidding, guys.
They just moved
Yep.
the IRS vehicle tax into the registration. So now instead of registering your car for $25, you had to pay $250 or $1,000. It all
Yep.
depended on how new your vehicle was and how much your vehicle cost.
The
And-
hell you say?
Yeah, exactly. The hell
Smog
no,
laws.
no, I'm not paying more than $65 for my vehicle registration.
Yeah,
like,
not in
ever.
Virginia. Nope,
Two-
not in Virginia.
$238 for my car, and it's a 2018.
So I
For a
used
year?
to
No
have
thanks.
That's
a
for a
60,
year, Mike.
That's for a year, yes, sir.
Just for tags, right? Not
Just for tags. And if you pay it late, the fee has different steps. So if you pay it, say like 2 weeks late, it goes up $40. If you pay 6 weeks late, it goes up $100.
So that's a vehicle registration, right? So you've
Yes.
got the vehicle, you've done the registration, you've got the insurance, right? So now every year you have to re-register your fucking vehicle, and you have to pay insurance on top of that. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's wow. You guys get ripped off, man, because
Because
where I live, I get my registration. I can buy that new vehicle. It's registered into my name, right? And then I pay my insurance, right? But now, after 3 months to a year, however long you buy your insurance for, I don't have to re-register my insurance. I just have to reinsure my vehicle, right? So my
Yeah, and you get
vehicle
your new
it's already been registered to me, so I don't have to pay a registration on my vehicle every year, right? Because it's already been registered to me. But I have to pay a higher insurance rate. You guys pay a much lower insurance rate than we do, but so that's where they fuck us here. Is like we pay a higher insurance rate on our insurance of the vehicle, but the vehicle has already been registered to me.
But-
Therefore, I don't have to re-register it
So,
every fucking
now,
year.
do they
At the end of
charge your insurance by mileage?
No. We just, we're just
at the end of the day, the only thing any of us are learning is that the people that control the system, i.e., the rich people, get paid.
Oh,
period.
Yeah. No, see, my insurance is $1,300 a year. I got 2 cars, so $1,300 a year for the 2 cars, and it's all based on the mileage I drive the
Lord.
cars.
yeah. See, I pay that in probably 6 months, $1,300 a year.
See, I would say $1,300 a year for multiple cars. Now that depends on whether you have a collision or you have like full coverage. But if you had 2 vehicles,
Yeah,
go ahead, man.
one car has the full coverage, and then the other car has liability and something else.
See, that's not all that bad. I mean, $1,300 a year. That's I don't know. I mean, I consider that normal, whether that's bad or not. I consider that normal here in the United States.
Well, I mean, the problem is it keeps going up every year. So next year, let's see, right now for the 2 vehicles, I'm paying $147 a month, which really, in the grand scheme of things, isn't that bad.
It's
You
cheap.
know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not bad. But
This
next
is
year,
why-
it's gonna go up. It'll go up to 180.
Yeah,
This is why I
see,
live the
this-
bike only life.
Yeah.
I pay $20 a month in insurance. I pay $60 for registration, and then I
Dude.
don't have to pay for inspections.
Spiff, you pay how much a month?
For a motorcycle, actually for 2 motorcycles, I was paying $22 a month.
Damn. Yeah. See,
For-
motorcycle
for-
insurance is more expensive here.
For 2 bikes, you paid $22
For
a
2
month.
bikes, I paid $22 a month.
That's
in
fucking
New York.
I was in Arizona at the time. Also,
Oh,
in New
right,
York,
okay.
it was going to be about 33. So
Yeah,
Well,
see, in
that's still really
California,
good in New York.
California I had full coverage on my bike, and that was $84 a month.
Wow.
my bikes are too old for full
You obviously
coverage.
don't ride fast enough. Because if you ride fast enough, who the fuck cares about insurance?
Hey, so
Well,
I've got
I think
No,
a lot
no,
of it
I
has
cared
to-
about insurance because
No,
I
no,
got
no, no,
hit
no,
in
no.
October.
I got
Oh,
a 2015 ZX10. Not much goes much faster than that.
Oh yeah,
Now,
no.
a lot-
So
a lot
your
of it
insurance is
here-
going to be like 100 a month.
a lot of it here really is due to the higher accident rates that go on here in California, and plus too, we got the lane splitting, so that it increases your chance of getting into a wreck. Then you got all these young kids, like fresh out of high school, that want to be all
Oh my
badass and ride a
God.
motorcycle.
You know
And
what?
they go through like 4 or 5 in the first like 5
thought-
years.
I think
So
California's problem is just right now that it just exists.
Yeah, right.
Well, so, like, seriously,
thank you
like,
for-
Mike brings up a good point.
I was so ready to unmute and go, and that's their only problem. But yeah, you might be right.
No, no, here in Colorado, especially Colorado Springs, we've got 4 military bases. Okay, we've got
Oh, God.
Yeah,
you're
no.
wrong, but we have 5. We have 5 military bases, and actually possibly 6 if you toss some.
Okay,
off.
wait, Chase.
I can actually,
Let
being
me-
a DoD contractor, I can name 6, possibly 7.
Yeah, so I'm a
Possibly
contractor,
also
too.
blacklisted sites.
And there
Hold
goes
on,
and there goes the
hold on.
doorbell, Chase. You brought up DOD again. There goes the doorbell.
I can't.
There goes the
I'm not
doorbell.
even.
You know,
I'm not
my
even-
contract might end up being end of August anyways, and I might have a job, and I might be a YouTuber full time drinking
Do-
beer, and actually,
do you know?
but who the fuck knows?
Do you know why Chase? You know why Chase might end up in August for the same reason I am. I'm a contractor too, and that's when the fiscal year ends. Well, actually, in September. But point
Right, for
is,
the contract rollout in
is
August.
actually being taken over by someone else. So, but
yeah.
I'm with you, Monkey. But thank.
So here in Colorado Springs, and Chase, jump in as soon as I'm done and correct me if I'm wrong. But we've got Fort Carson, that's an Army base. We've got Peterson Air Force Base. We've got Schriever Air Force Base. We've got the Air Force Academy, which is really just, for the most part, the school for the cadets, right?
And you got Cheyenne.
But here's the thing about Cheyenne Mountain. Most, not all, but most of the activities that used to occur in Cheyenne Mountain actually exist on Peterson Air Force Base now. A lot of the activity that was in Cheyenne Mountain has been moved. NORAD, NORTHCOM, all that
So
stuff.
they can make room for
is-
the Stargate.
Correct.
Sure. Yeah. No, Chase.
There's some Canadians on here, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta be careful. No, you know what, Chase?
You're giving
you're
away, giving away
right.
secrets here.
We
Come on.
still send Canadians down to America.
We
to
got
fuck
it.
post
We got to
this
be.
stuff.
We get,
I'm just brothers. I'm just tossing
oh
out
God,
brothers.
Chase brings up a good point, man. NORAD has a lot to do with Canada, so we got to be careful. But anyway, there's at least 5,
Correct.
unclassified bases here in Colorado Springs. The point is,
If you're
there's-
Google,
there's-
yeah.
there's lots of contractor work if you're DoD crew here in Colorado Springs, and I don't even remember what the fuck I started talking about anymore. I'm lost. I don't remember.
Oh, before I went pee, we were talking about insurance, so I don't know where.
Yeah, insurance, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know
all
what
them,
the fuck
all
any
the
of
little
that has to
kids
do with
on
insurance.
street bikes.
Yes, that's it. That's where I was going. Thank you, Mike. Now, so we have a lot of young DoD people who've got this guaranteed check, and the first thing they do is they go out and buy sport bikes and they go crash the shit out of it because they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right. They buy
And-
leader bikes on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. No, Mike, you're totally right. So that drives up our insurance costs. I mean, it does.
Definitely, I'm with you, Monkey.
But that's my fault for buying the ZX10R. But that's who I am.
I mean, it's the
So-
same in New York City.
I actually, but before I became obsessed with bikes that I am now. Did a lot of dog training and actually met up with a guy. Actually, all of my dogs came from a place out of Deckers, which if you don't know, Colorado doesn't mean shit to you. But a lot of our DoD/military forces actually, it's within 30 minutes of here, depending on how you ride, maybe even 20 minutes of here.
The way I ride, it's 10 minutes.
Deckers is about 15 minutes on the ZX10.
You know,
Not that I know anything about that.
No.
No.
Whoa, that wasn't muted, but that wasn't me or muted, but
Did I say that out loud?
more about bikers blessing kids. He thinks that's only a 5-minute ride. It's just on your mom. But no, it's a good ride, and I mean, there's some good.
Mr. Monkey Butt Noise here.
Everybody's laughing because your mom. Fuck you. No, I'm joking.
It's an awesome ride. You're absolutely right.
It's an awesome
It's
ride.
a beautiful
And
ride.
on what you ride, I mean, and when you ride. I thought Monkey Butt leader ride like that, because honestly, we should put a group of his sports bikes in the back, and we should put a group of my Harleys in the back with me leading it, and actually, see the difference. Because honestly, you guys should be riding it harder. Actually, coming out of Deckers, to be honest, isn't anything until you get to 285. It's the ride from Deckers to 285 that really gets twisty. But that's argumentatively, and
I actually take it pretty easy all the way out there, dude. I don't haul ass out to Deckers.
Monkey, but I thought I saw some rides of yours that you were riding at 250.
Yeah, the problem for me is where I'm at in Southern California, most of the roads are just flat.
Where you at?
Flat
in
and-
Southern
flat and straight.
I actually lived in Southern California for.
Flat and straight, but yet you get those nice curvy twisties, like not that fucking far away from you.
Did you ever ride the Ortega?
Ortega. So I'll be honest, I never rode when I was in Southern California. I've actually went out to Southern California since my dad's death. I ran the 33. I ran the one. Everything that I've ridden has actually been north of LA for the most part. My son and I actually, the first time that I thought the Harley Nav actually fucking worth a shit, which is a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. I'd rather use Google Maps on my phone, but Harley will hate me for that statement. But I'm no. If they want to decide sponsoring me with my 120 some, views, I'll be concerned about it then. But fuck them until.
Yeah, no, for real.
There's a bunch of us out here that ride, right? I mean, and I actually turned my GPS on my Road Glide Ultra to the avoid highways. I think that might have been the only thing that I did.
And it took you on every single highway, right?
Hit a couple of dealers in the northern LA County area. My dad actually was in Valencia, actually died in that area, which is just north of LA, is almost the northern point of LA.
Yeah, it's pretty much the northern part of the valley area.
Yeah, it is. And I all of a sudden became impressed with an area that I did not know. And I actually wanted to hit some northern LA County dealers. It took me through some housing areas and some twisties and curvies, which is, that's like my load, man. What are you laughing at? Twisties.
Hey, Road Rash.
Twisties and curvies. You want to like twisties in my load all over your twisties. My fucking buddy here.
That's awkward.
Look what's missing, Road Rash.
I don't see a motorcycle.
No, sir, they're both gone.
What? Why?
I'm actually looking into getting 2 of the Rikers.
Oh, don't get a Riker, dude. That's just a snowmobile on wheels, dude. That's all they are.
Hey, that's the only way I can get my wife to ride.
Really? 2 of them? So I'll admit that might be an excuse for the wife, but come on.
Yeah,
Mike.
no, they're just snowmobiles on wheels. That's all a Riker is.
That's the first time I met you, brother.
Yeah,
No, it's all good. No, it's all good. Like, so So I had the CRX 650, and I also had the Honda 250 as well. And I decided to get rid of both of them. Well, for one, I want to buy myself a new FZ07. But she came to me the other night and saw a commercial for the Can-Am Rikers, and she got all excited about it. It's just like, I've never seen her this excited about motorcycles. So
a Riker is a snowmobile on wheels. Okay, and then the reason why I say
Never
that
been so excited before.
it's this
100% of the experience with a quarter of the skill.
Yeah, no, it's-
right, exactly.
they have that centrifugal clutch.
Yeah, but all that said, he's gonna get laid like twice as much.
No, you know,
Yeah.
and you know what, Mike, if that gets you laid twice as much, you go, brother.
Hell yeah. Do it, Mike. Do it.
I always say it's all about, all of us being on two wheels, but you know what? If the third one happens to be the fact that your shaft's ticking down and it's getting ridden instead, you go, brother.
On a serious note, like if you can share like your passion with somebody that you love, that's a really cool thing, bro.
Oh yeah, she crashes at 50 all the time, dude. I don't want to put her on two wheels, dude.
No,
She crashes that little
I don't blame you,
50
dude.
all the time.
If you can make it happen, dude, make it happen, bro. It
Yeah,
doesn't-
Spider, you're fucking shifting gears, man. Like in Spider, it's got gears. Like there's no gears in a Riker.
But here,
Well, they got a 900 and a 600, so
I know,
I'll be
but
happy on the
no,
900.
get the 900, and I won't wave to you, but I still respect you. You know what I'm saying?
But there's no gears. You don't get to shift gears. There's no automatic shifting. It's the same thing as the fucking the clutching system in a Riker is the exact same thing that's in a snowmobile. It's a centrifugal clutch.
So I
Nice.
should just get her the Riker and then get me a regular bike
CBT.
still.
Yes. If
Don't do that because she'll run you over, bro.
Snowmobile.
Yeah,
a
I know, right?
It is a
they're made by
snowmobile on wheels.
Bombardier. They're made by Bombardier, Polaris Bombardier, who makes snowmobiles. They use a centrifugal clutch. There's no fucking gears at all. The more you rev, the more the fucking clutch expands, the faster you go. It's just like a fucking snowmobile works, okay? I know this because of Smoke Vlogs, the guy I watch every day, who's a fucking Polaris fucking master tech. And he even talked about that. And I know how the system works in a snowmobile because being around snowmobiles, I'm Canadian, eh? And being around Canadians, shit, eh?
Because he's Canadian, eh? But you know what? It doesn't matter because you're gonna get laid twice as much. It's all good, bro.
I'm just saying.
Even more.
I know.
He wants a
Happy-
Riker for sure. The thing's fucking awesome. It'll fuck the back tire will break free. You can fucking spit fucking gravel at everybody. Yeah, get in the gravel. Get gravel at you, motherfucker. It'll break windows if there's a car
Dude,
behind you and you're in the gravel.
She'll get an orgasm. You'll get an orgasm. Everybody will have a fucking orgasm. Right? It's all good, bro. It's all good.
I don't know. I've always said,
Yeah, a Riker's got no gears. There's no gears. in it. It's
100%
centrifugal.
see ya. I recently graduated, and I consider myself going from a road glide that I always said I would not put I never wanted a fairing bike. I did not want a tour pack. And I'm just like, okay, I graduated the fact that, now that I have a fairing, now that I have a tour pack, I wouldn't fucking look back. And then, call me a geezer. Call me what the fuck you want. I blacked it out. Thank you, geezer. Yeah, I'm a geezer glad. I blacked it out to make it like I was a little bit younger. I have some hydro dip on it to, make it feel a little bit younger. Actually, not it. Probably me. I'll be honest. I'm probably building the bike to the fact that I don't want to feel like I was riding on that Sportster anymore. Okay.
All right, I got a question for everybody that's on the stream. How old are you? I'm 45.
So this is Josh with Chase the Ride because I have two people here. This is Josh.
Yeah, I see you.
And I have 46, and this is. And you are.
41.
Did he say 44?
41.
One.
I was gonna say. I thought he said 31.
How old? 41?
41. You are correct. Yes, sir.
Hey,
Just
man.
a young guy.
I'm
The host
four
is the
years
oldest
older
fucker
than
here.
you.
I got Fletch. Fletch just got me beat at 57, but I'm the host, so I'm the oldest motherfucker in this room, man.
I'm a young 43.
What? How old is Road Rash?
I'll be 47 in less than a month.
Is Flush still on with us?
I sound like I'm 25, but dude, I'm 51, but I'll still fucking beat an ass down like I'm fucking 25.
I'm the youngest one in here at 26.
You're right, Rodesh. Maybe,
Whoa,
maybe that's
whoa,
right
whoa,
after the
whoa.
rash, though.
Spiff is 26 years old.
I am, in fact, 26 years old.
Dude,
The baby.
I almost have a
Almost have
son
you.
your age.
Baby! Oh my God! If we want to feel young, I could go pull my 18-year-old from playing his Xbox. Actually, we can all feel like we're kids.
Spiff, when were you born?
I was born in 94.
So
Well, I remember
I
my
graduated
girlfriend
high
in
school
94.
before you were born.
It was my left hand.
Spiff, you. Rush, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, Smitty, no, say Smitty Tarsings, bro.
The best thing about my age, is that I don't sound my age.
Are you editing your voice like
Here.
Hey, Spiff, actually, I'm here to break your heart, bro. You sound
Aw.
exactly like your age, bro.
Damn. Oh well.
No, I don't know.
the girls in the background in my room?
Smith, I've seen your Instagram post. Yeah, you're
It's like a little old even.
Yeah, I'm a youngin. It's
Where the hell is Truckman? I haven't heard Truckman in a long time.
Yeah, I have a
here.
question for Truckman.
What's
Truckman,
that?
where you at, Truckman?
I'm in Alberta.
He had that Straffe Henrik and hit him to the head.
Yeah,
not where I'm
Truckman's
at, bro.
done for the night.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm giving J-Mac a
I
hard
have
time.
a question for Truckman.
Me too.
That
you go
that
first.
bike that you're showing,
Yep,
Yeah.
is that a KZ or a ZN?
it's a KZ.
Okay.
900.
Is that
It's a 76.
76 500?
900.
900. Oh.
It's
yeah,
a
I always
tasty
knew
piece,
you were a
man.
fucking.
It's almost a liter bike.
Almost a liter bike.
Yeah,
If you
Truckman.
look really
Truckman, no.
closely- If you look really closely at that fucking rear fender, it looks just like the fucking the dovetail that the fucking Harley Davidson fender has.
Every
Yeah.
single Jap bike that has the ducktail
Yeah.
is modeled after the Harley Davidson.
Exactly.
The Shadows, the
You can
Shadow
totally
Spirit
tell.
does it. The
70s
Kawasaki's do it.
70s and 80s are all pretty much modeled off of Harley Davidson.
The 90s too, man. I
Yeah,
have a
dude.
Shadow Ace that's based off of like a weird amalgamation of a Sportster and a Softail. It's weird.
The only difference is they keep running. You
In
don't-
Yes.
its time, it was
You
a
don't
fast
back
bike, but it's just
My
an
son
average
has a
bike
little
now.
650 V-Star, and he just started riding it a little over a year ago. And people are just like, when they saw the picture by itself, they're just like, that's a big bike for his first bike. And I was just like, granted,
she said.
I mean, it's a classic. It looks like something.
My first bike was a 700.
Really? Spiff's man.
No,
Yeah, man.
it is. It's a great first bike, honestly. It's just the fact that when people look at the picture and see he got a Yamaha V-Star, and I didn't announce what it was or anything else, size-wise or anything else. We pulled it out of northern Colorado in a fucking snowstorm, and I have some videos of that of us.
Huh. Northern
me-
Colorado in a snowstorm. Imagine that.
Exactly. That's only third of the year. But actually, out of Evergreen, especially maybe only half the year, I'm just like, we got an awesome deal, and that's because the fact that I'm just like, hey, this guy wants $1,000. You only have $750. I'm just like, contact him and see. And literally, it was snowing that night. And he's just like, if you come up and get it this tonight, maybe I'd be willing to talk to you, but I need to see your son because I bought it when I was 17 also. And, this is the ultimate. It's one of those things that he got a great deal because of the fact the time of the year, and then also the fact that the guy was just he's a true biker. Okay, he's just like, you know what? I'm selling this because I want something bigger. And the fact that he's looking at it and going, you know what? I sold this when I bought this when I was 17. If I could sell it to another 17-year-old and get him hooked, all the better. So he did. Right time, right place, right person, and literally got the bike for half the price that it should be. He's let it down since then. He probably still can make his money off of it. Ultimately, he's just like, oh, I'd love a Harley. He's just like, but I'm 18 and I can't afford that. And I'm just like, dude, it's 2 fucking wheels. So at least it's not a Riker with 3 wheels.
I bought a bike when I was 17.
Spider.
You want to know what I did with it? I hid it from my parents for about, I don't know, a month and a half. No, I'm not making that up. I
know it's too funny to make up.
I bought it, and I was too fucking scared to tell my dad that I went and did it. I think I was 17.
Yeah.
And so my dad was military. I was an Army brat, and I was bagging groceries at the commissary on the Army base, and I just kept saving my money. My parents were like, no. Everybody else in the family has a motorcycle, but you're not allowed to. I was like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, whatever. And I kept saving my money, and I went and bought a bike, but I was too fucking scared to like bring it home, right? So I hid it at a friend's house for about about a month. And then I finally like grew the balls, and I brought that shit home. And guess what? I just graduated high school, and for the entire summer, my parents were like, nope, you can't get your license. Yeah, don't ask me how I got it over there. Don't ask me how I got it onto the Army post, but I did. But yeah. So I can totally relate to that story.
I waited till I was old enough that my parents didn't give a fuck because my mom's passed away, and well, my stepdad never talks to me. Neither does my real dad. So he knows I got a bike.
Oh shit!
Wait, I'm totally confused. You said your stepdad is your real dad?
No,
that's awkward.
How does that work?
Hang on. The funny thing is I consider my stepdad more my real dad than my real dad.
Oh, okay. No, I get that.
My stepdad was there more than my real dad was, right?
Okay.
Because my real dad was gone at the time I was 2. My stepdad was there from the time I was 4 to the time I graduated high school to the time that my mom passed away in 2010, right?
So you got a pretty good relationship with your stepdad.
My stepdad, yeah. I got a better relationship with my stepdad than I do with my real dad. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
It's like awesome, brother. I mean, it's, yeah.
On that bittersweet note.
I was actually hoping to do a shameless plug, but I feel bad that I don't even have on my YouTube channel that I'm finding the trip that I made in the fucking snow with my son's bike. It was just, I mean, for me, it's miserable. I'm like white knuckle, and he's just like all the way home, just like, I got a bike. Oh, this is so awesome. And I'm just like, I'm driving down this 1.5 lane road, and I just fucking went off this 1.5 lane road. At end of the day, I mean, it's great. I mean, and he still, to this day, inspires me to shit like I'm doing this Saturday, where he comes in and literally it starts out my video. He talks about. Sorry about the shameless plug, but it starts out about the facts how his B-Star is better than my 650, and it's all because, please watch Saturday, but it's all because of fucking thumb screw. And I'll be honest, for the little 650 that it makes a difference. And I mean, for someone who bought a $1,500 bike, who's an 18-year-old kid, if it hooks him, you know what? That's what I'm all about. I mean, the more people we can keep on 2 wheels, the better the fucking life is, man.
Hey, man, as long as it's not a crotch rocket that's going to get himself killed. He's got a cruiser that's 650. You know, it's,
Hey, I kind of resent that a little bit.
No, Monkey,
I know you're
come
gonna
on,
resent
Monkey, I
that a
see
little
some of
bit,
your
but
shit that is
some
the
kids have
250
no-
crotch rocket. At least you're starting at 650. That same
Dude.
Yamaha motor is a number of your 650 Yamaha crotch rockets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I said that mostly as a joke. I started out on a 250.
I've seen so many kids though. The thing is like when I was working garbage truck one time back when I was a young buck there in my 20s and shit, I was working on the garbage trucks and we were going through this neighborhood and I see this house and the side of the house was all smashed in. I was like, oh, what the fuck happened there? Oh, this young kid thought he'd be cool and fucking crack a wheelie on his crotch rocket and lost control, went smacked into the side of the house where the electrical panel is, and got himself electrocuted and killed at the same time. Like, oh, well, should have been riding that crotch rocket, should have been riding a cruiser instead because he wouldn't have done something so stupid at the time.
So you know, I'll jump in there, and you know, I'll defend both sides of this. I know Monkey Butt knows the road between Decker or between Woodland Park and Deckers. I want to say it's
J-Mac, what's going on, bro?
What up, dude?
Dude, I just
J-Mac.
published a video on that road.
there are 2 or 3 signs that warn bikes about the fact that you know it turns into some aggressive riding, and on top of that is the fact that there's a number of places that road is not good. I mean, I know experienced riders that have ridden on the left-hand side of that road, and there's just some stupid-ass shit. I can point out a couple. I think in a couple of my videos.
Not in everybody, but the thing is you got to remember, a kid has no filter, right?
They don't. So the
right?
fact that my kid's actually filtering on the fact he's looking going in the military now at going on 19, I sort of respect the fact that you know what?
He's got a good, strong head on his shoulders, and he follows.
Start at least. I won't say
There's
a
a lot of
strong
kids
head.
that
I mean,
don't have that,
he's
right?
still fucking 19. I mean, there's a lot of influence there still.
I know, but
Dude,
still, I've seen
if
kids,
I
like I said, at
told you
18
some of the
years
shit
old,
I
18,
did when I
19
was-
years old doing stupid shit on crotch rockets because we don't have basically when you get your learner's license, we don't have a CC fucking limitations on the fucking on the size of the bike. So if at 16 years old you go write your motorcycle license, so I can go write my motorcycle. I say at 16, I can go write a motorcycle license. I pass that motorcycle license. I go down to the fucking local fucking motorcycle shop and I can buy myself a fucking Suzuki GSX 1000 fucking, right? So I can get a Gixxer 1000 at 16 years old. So now I got a Gixxer. I'm like, yeah, right on. And because kids, they don't understand, man. At that age, they don't understand.
Yeah,
that.
dude, you're gonna die. You're
And
gonna
that even
die.
more than the kids is the fact that all of a sudden you become military. And military, I mean, there once again, we were talking earlier.
That's
We
when
had
you're
5, 6
19. Here in Canada, that you can't join. You can be in cadets, but once you turn 19, then you can
Dude.
join military, right?
You're dead. You're dead. If you're 16, 17 years old and your first motorcycle is a fucking Gixxer 1000, you're
100%
lucky if you're lucky if you get to see 30. Okay,
Exactly.
seriously.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't have no filter to realize that. Hey, I should probably call
You
back.
know,
on that throttle,
You
right?
say filter, but I say you have no fucking intelligence. You have nothing to base your experience on. You have nothing. You're
You
gonna
have a
die.
buddy.
Over in the
And
UK,
I consider myself
in the
privileged,
UK,
brother,
over
in
in
the
UK,
fact that
I'm gonna say
you know,
that
my
in
son
the
wants to
UK
go in the military now, and he's ridden a cruiser, and the fact that he likes that cruiser look, and the fact that you know, even if he actually comes into a bunch of kids that actually want to ride their Gixxer 1000s, you know what? He is still steps. I mean, probably years above what those kids will ever even think about being. The fact that they've never touched
Dude.
fucking tools. They've ridden a fucking bicycle.
I can absolutely attest
16 years
to.
old in the UK. If you're 16 years old, you write your license. You're limited to your CCs. You can only fucking buy a 125 CC motorcycle.
See, here in the States,
Hey, Road Rash, I'm gonna hop out for a bit. J Mac wants in, so I'll hop out for a bit.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. I'm gonna jump out, let somebody else in.
And you know,
But,
I don't know if it's
I'm
you
gonna
or
keep
Brad,
running.
someone else that brought up that CC limitation that Canada does. And at first I was just like, well, that seems
Canada
outrageous.
doesn't have a CC limitation like the UK does, right? J Mac, you want to jump in? There's a link, bro. But yeah,
Take
Canada,
it easy, gentlemen.
Canada,
Hey, man. Have a good night, Spiff.
And you know, at first I thought that was stupid, that was ridiculous. But I haven't heard the exact limitations. Because I'll be honest, my son rides a 650, which is really and truly a third of the bike that I ride. He has ridden that flipping bike in the last year,
You know what though? That's not just a Canadian thing. That's a UK thing. It's a European thing.
Canada
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's
The
UK.
reality.
I don't mean to be.
The reality is the United States is actually unique in that factor that you know once you get your license, you can pretty much buy anything you can afford, right? I mean that really only exists in the United States from what I've seen.
As long as you're willing to pay the price, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. In pretty much everywhere else in the world, you have to go through a bunch of crap to be able to get to a 1,000.
Yeah, in the UK and Australia, you're basically governed by your age to your CC. In Canada, we don't have that.
What's up, J-Mac?
You don't have that. Because I know that you guys in the States and same here in Canada.
Whoa, in the house.
In the motherfucking house, baby.
We need 10 minutes just to calm down because of G-Mac.
Yo, let's motherfucking go, baby. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, check it out, guys. I don't know if y'all know my motherfucking channel, baby, but this is a normal thing. Like, look, check it out.
Like, you have a channel?
This, all right. J-Mac.
I'm just messing with you, G-Mac. I'm just messing with you.
He likes MV 2020,
motherfucker.
which I like from that is like 18 too.
Don't hate me, man. I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
No, you straight, baby. You straight.
Right,
I like to turn up, baby. I just got a fucking 2.5 hour stream, baby. You know I like to turn up on my shit, man. And you know what? It's a normal saying on my channel. You know why we don't turn down? Because life's too motherfucking short, baby. We always got to turn up. So you know what?
I hear you, brother. That's right.
You got to be up on them vibes, baby. Let's go and get this thing motherfucking turned, baby. That's what I'm all about, man. I'm all about positivity. I'm all about positivity, getting things crunk, you know, turning up a little bit.
Wait, hold on,
Road Rash, thank you, bro. Hey, what's good? What's up?
What do you think about Ehart?
Stop. Stop! Bro, you dumb, bro. You're fucking hella dumb, bro.
I'm just messing with you,
You're
bro.
hella dumb. Anyways, any fucking ways, baby. You know who we do over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I got something to say about that the age restriction on fucking leader bikes and shit. So I know a lot of people out here in the US, man, the States and shit, that a lot of dealerships, they won't even let you fuck with the bike if it's a leader bike. You got to be 25 and up just to even look at the motherfucker, bro. So
well, that's good.
That's the thing right there.
Where are you at, G-Mac? I'm sorry. I should know, but I'm sorry.
He's in Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area.
Okay, no,
yeah, man.
Goddamn California.
You know,
Hey,
turn
watch
up on
yourself.
Here, stop playing. What?
California night.
Hey, let's
Dude,
go, baby.
I love California, man.
Cali, baby.
You know, that's
Right.
gorgeous riding.
Dealers are fucking smart enough to realize that, okay, you're a young rider. Nah,
God.
you're looking at that fucking bike. This is the bike for you because our government can't figure out how to fucking age restrict CCs. But I'm a dealer. I'm going to age restrict CCs. Here's a little 250 fucking Honda Rebel or fucking Suzuki fucking Marauder or whatever the fuck it is, or a fucking Yamaha V-Star 250. This is the bike for you, man. This is what
Nobody
you need
wants
to
that
start
shit.
on, not that Gixxer 1000, because that's going to
Nobody
stay.
fucking wants
I-
that shit. It don't
I
look
I
cool.
started.
You don't
I-
want to be fucking 16, 17, 18 years old rolling down the fucking granny fucking no, bro. Nobody likes that shit. You know what you gonna do? You gonna go out and you gonna buy what the fuck you wanna buy. That's what people do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna
Well, that's
go
Buy what
put
you
a
like.
little paper
It's
together.
not gonna buy what
Buy.
you're gonna buy.
How many young
It's not-
kids-
You're
it's
gonna
gonna buy
buy
what
what the
you're
fuck you gonna buy, dog. You're gonna go out there. You're gonna go buy private party because you know
I
people out there
started-
selling them funky ass little bikes for hella cheap because you know people be fucking them up and little fucking teenagers be out there fucking buying them shits up because they don't know no better. They're like,
Exactly.
oh shit, look at that. Look
They
at
don't
that.
know any better.
Come on,
They don't know exactly it.
also, because what did you want in your crotch at that age? You want that crotch rocky. You didn't want some fucking. You didn't want to be cruising. You want to be crotch rocking it.
When
In
I was,
19
bro, when I was that age,
1994,
wheelies. and
I
shit.
I will take you on the track and I will destroy every bit of confidence you have.
See, that's you was talking as an adult though.
Yeah, but that's on the track. That's not on the street.
Let's take it back 10.
You know what? I will take you on the street and I will draw it.
You know what? I've always cruised. I've always so you know what? You probably would destroy a number of us who are cruiser riders or geezer glides as I am up in my fucking old ass age, being 40.
I've never heard anybody else call them geezer glides. I thought I was the only one.
You know, you probably would destroy me, brother.
But here's the thing, I don't.
Bring your mic level up a little bit, bro.
I'm 45 years old.
How's that?
I'll take anybody to the track. If I lose, I lose. It's all good. But I'm pretty sure I will destroy everybody who's talking smack.
We run them shits all day long. Baby. Let's go.
I don't need to go fast to have fun.
And you know what? Guess what? I will do it on the motocross track and I'll do it on the road race track.
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
And my YouTube channel will show you the proof.
I don't like to show that shit on YouTube because YouTube's sketchy.
Yeah,
dude, I love it. I will show you on YouTube. I will fucking
fun.
shred the dirt and I will shred the street.
Have fun, man. I don't fuck with YouTube on that.
And all at the same time, I can cruise, dude. I don't care. I'll cruise with anybody.
You know what?
I cruise. I cruise and chug a lot of beer on my channel.
Monkey?
That's what I do.
Hang on, everybody just calm the fuck
I will
down.
not challenge the fact that and the corners and on the track, I probably cannot compete. However, on my geezer glide, I will. I'll toss you some. You and I are friends on a number of channels here, not only Facebook. I'll toss you some dates. I plan on a iron butt. Would you iron butt on your crotch rocket there, buddy?
So hang on. Let me understand correctly what the iron butt is. That's 1,000 miles round trip period, right?
1,000 miles.
Iron butt is 1,000 miles in 24 hours.
1,000 miles in 24 hours.
So
I can toss you the route even. I think I have an iron butt planned that I'm being a pussy on. Because here in Colorado, I mean, we can actually head out east. I'm going to do I want to say it's a 5-state. I can toss you the route. I want to say it's a 5-state route that is all out east that I'm going to do 1,000 miles on. It's going to be just under a 1,100 mile route.
So is that a round trip route or is it a one direction route?
It's a point A to point B, man. Point A to point B, 1,000 miles.
You still bleeding, J Mac?
So the route that I am doing, because I'm an old motherfucker.
I'm trying to hide it.
As far as all the YouTubers are concerned. Oh, okay. I'm an old fucker at 40. I don't remember 40. I'm just over 45. I don't count after that.
You got like a year or two on me.
We're close, brother.
Fucking beat.
You got 13 years on me, brother.
Shit. But it would be fun if you would actually. That's all.
Shoot. So you got my Instagram. Shoot me the route.
We do. I'll shoot you the route.
Hold on. Let me pause for 2 seconds. Okay, what are you challenging him to do though? Like, because you're saying you're doing the iron butt challenge. All right, that's cool. But what are you challenging him to do though? I just want to make it official.
Look at J-Mac.
I believe you said on a crotch rocket.
So I know Monkey Butt. I mean, Monkey Butt and I both we are back and forth with each other's videos, and I rise. I'm sorry.
We had a little too many free beers.
Here's what my model started out to be tonight.
So Chase and I live in the same city, Colorado Springs.
I have this issue tonight where I actually have to drain as much beer as I can. I have an issue with beer, and the fact that I need to get rid of. Yes, that's a sentence.
You need to get rid of it.
Yeah. So
I like this guy. I like this guy.
Friends, if you can text me by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, I can fill your growler. I can fill whatever you want. I need to get rid of literally 7 kegs, I want to say, by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Why?
Because I have a family. Actually, my wife works for a brewery before. Anyways,
Just go hide it in the trees.
Shit, okay. So I have friends who own a brewery who bought another brewery. They can't legally sell their beer. That I have to. It literally has to be either given away or dumped down the fucking drain. So by
Holy
noon
fuck.
tomorrow, I am.
What I would give to go there.
Just go. Do you have a
I'll be right
seed
back.
cellar
I'll
or
be right
something?
back.
Just go hide it somewhere.
I need.
You gotta hit up
I
you
need to be
shit.
able to literally pour 5 barrels, so 5 full, and this is probably under exaggerating, honestly. I need to pull 5 barrels of beer in Colorado Springs. Anyone who's listening right now, 5 barrels for noon tomorrow, probably 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow even. I need to be able to pour that into bottles before I fucking pour it down the drain.
Have
I'm
you noticed
looking
that J Max?
I'm hoping my dogs think they're
J Mac left. He's on his way.
J Max
I'm
on his
gonna
way.
fill the dog's water bottle full of fucking beer. Because I'll start
J-Mac.
drinking out of their fucking bowl and I'll YouTube that shit.
J Max gonna be in Colorado in about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes.
You know what?
He's coming for it.
Bring as many empty bottles as you can. Either that or before you come, just check the fact that your saddlebags actually hold liquid. If your saddlebags hold liquid,
So-
I'll
So I'm not totally opposed
J Mac can come
to
by and pick you up, and we'll go out there.
I'm not totally opposed to the Iron Butt Challenge. I just need to, dude, I'm on a ZX10, okay?
Dude, you're
My-
not on
my-
the bike for it.
My seat is like a piece of plywood, but I'm willing to entertain the challenge. You just gotta send me what the plan is, and I'll let you know whether I'm willing to go for that or not.
And Monkey, I will do that. If you don't hear from me in the next 48 hours tomorrow, like I said, I'm moving 2 breweries tomorrow. If you don't hear from me by Monday, please, brother, hit me up because the route is one of those it's a 1 hour route, and I'll be honest, I'm fairly aggressive about my route. If we include the right few people, I haven't opened up my route to a number of people yet. We can make it I think it'll be.
Yeah, Monkey, you could do it on a rocket, Monkey. It's not that hard. I've known quite a few guys that have done the Iron Butt and got their patches on rockets. So your body will hurt at the end. So just take lots of ibuprofen.
And I think, and I'll be honest, my thing is, I had a buddy who wanted to do it. He was actually showing me routes. So we're out to Tennessee, and I was like, you know what? At the end of that day, I'm still not in my bed. I'm still in some hotel's bed.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee my feelings the next day of that. If I can do a loop and be back in my bed, that's a different story.
I'm thinking Mike's got a good point, right? Like if we just hit it straight through, I got a better chance than if we try and spread it over like 2-3 days. I'm going to be screwed.
Oh, you got to do it in 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Are we friends on Instagram?
I think we are now.
If we aren't, we need to make sure tomorrow. Otherwise, Alex, I'm doing a big move tomorrow. Otherwise, by Monday, we need to double check with each other. The route that I have is not an aggressive route. A lot of people aren't interested just strictly because it's 16. Theoretically, it should be a 16-hour ride in 24 hours. And my thing is I'm just like, you know what?
It will end soon.
I want to knock it out. I want to see that I can do it. If I can do it, then there's a 1,500 mile. There's a 50 states in 10 days. I'll start playing with other things once I actually get my first.
Are you in an MC?
Who's that?
Are you in an MC? Motorcycle club?
Am I an MC?
Yeah. Are you in an MC? Are you associated with the motorcycle club? Holy fuck. How much have you drank? God
Probably a
damn.
keg's worth at least.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear those sometimes.
Okay.
In Chase's defense, we've been on the stream for a very long time.
Yes.
Fuck, man.
It's not just this stream that's gone for 2 hours. It's the last stream that went for
2 hours.
Anyways, man, thank you, Monkey. But yeah, I've been and have been drinking since I've been able to pour. Before I was able to pour a free beer, I was actually drinking shots of. I don't even remember what the fuck I was drinking.
Fuck. I like it. I ain't even mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
It is bourbon. So yesterday I started out having to cut my team by half. If our contract ended, which I know it's going to, it's not if it's, there's a lot of shit going on in my life. Okay.
Yeah,
My wife's pointing out
you better pay attention to the woman that just walked.
I don't argue with her. There are a number of things I will argue with, and at the end of the day, there's one thing I don't argue with, and it's her. And
you're trained, bro. You're trained.
I'm trained. You're right, J-Mac. You're right, J-Mac. And it's
You gotta know it, baby. You gotta know when to put the motherfucking gauntlet down.
I am such a social drinker, and until actually, I'm blaming it on Facebook live stream. Is the fact that I actually had this advent calendar. There was a bunch of bourbon that I was supposed to drink back in December, but between my work and the fact that I had to have the possibility of cutting my team in half, and if my team's watching me, love it. I love it. It's about fucking time. I've told you I've been doing this for fucking a while, but they're not. And the other factor is, I feel like, I'm able to loosen up. And it's this group. It's Road Rash. I mean, J-Mac coming in and
spirit,
Mad
brother.
Dog 2020, which I'm still not up to that challenge, Mad Dog.
Just do it, dude. Just do it.
No, I at a 750 a Mad Dog, I don't know that I just do, man.
I think I got it down in about 6 seconds. Was it 5 or 6
I think
seconds?
I'm stuttering more than I am now, J-Mac.
Don't do it tonight. Don't do it tonight.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. It'll cure the hangover.
live
Trust
stream.
me.
I don't know what the COVID thing. I'm able to do it tonight anyway. So maybe that's another. Maybe we should do a live stream with that. If
You should. I'll do it. I'll go live with you and shotgun
Will you
a
go
bottle.
live with me with a
I
Mad Dog?
will. I will.
You know what?
You heard it here first, boys.
I believe
Let's
you.
go.
I believe
Challenge,
you do it.
see who can do it quicker.
Oh, I'm down as fuck, bro. Hey.
Are you, bro?
Bro, let's go, baby.
No, see,
guys.
J-Mac has the advantage because Mad Dog's a big drink in the Bay Area, so he's probably been drinking that for a long time.
This last video that I had was the first time I've ever had it. And
Are
I
you
shotgunned that
serious?
Bottle in 6 seconds. Yep.
Oh my god!
I will admit that I don't think I've spent $5. I think actually I'll round up. I think it was $6, J-Mac, for a bottle of anything, a 750 bottle of anything since I'm 17 or 18. So
Hey, whenever you want to do it, hit me up. I'm down as fuck. I'll shotgun a bottle, maybe even 2. Who fucking knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Streams are fucking wild, bro. They're fucking wild. They're like a fire. You never know what's gonna happen. Let's go, baby.
J-Mac, where are you at physically?
I am.
If you can tell. If you can't, that's fine.
I'm north. I'm just north of the Bay Area, just past Vallejo.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hey guys, I gotta take off.
Oh, okay. See, I grew up in San Leandro, just south of Oakland.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
Mike and J-Mac are close to each other.
That's lit, bro.
That's why this is lit all the time.
Bro, I fucking like that, dog. That's what's up.
J-Mac got a Raiders hat on. He just got to turn it around backwards. You can't see it. Shit.
Actually, this is.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, look at the
Hey,
Bay
baby.
Bridge. Yeah.
Be right back. I need to get rid of a pint.
Get
You
it.
gotta get rid of a lot more than a pint.
Yeah, he
bro.
does.
All right, man. I gotta take off, man. I'll see
Hey,
you guys
take it easy,
later.
bro.
All right, Monkey Bud. Have a good night, man.
You too, Mike. You too, J-Mac. Bye. Road Rash. Truck Man. See you guys later. Bye.
See you, man.
Bye.
Oh yeah, I miss the Bay Area, but I don't miss the Bay Area.
Yeah, when you get away from it, it's hard to miss it.
Yeah.
I feel you, dog.
No, yeah, friggin' all my buddies up there still. They're just like, "Are you moving back? Are you moving back?" I'm like, "No, I'm not moving back."
You know that's always going to be the question, though. Come on, dog.
Yeah,
You know
every time, dude. I'm like, no, you guys come visit me, dude. Come down my way and hang out down here.
Shit. Yeah,
I got a good buddy that runs with the Rough Riders, and he's down here quite often. And any chance we get, we go riding together. It's just a blast.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. I need to go down
I
south
was
a little bit,
nodding out
man.
my chair for a moment there. Yeah, I gotta go to bed soon.
Gotta
Oh,
to
you taking
bed
off, Road
soon.
Rash?
What the fuck? You
No,
got
I'm
a
not
curfew?
taking off. Yeah, I sat back and I kind of my eyeballs with a little closed. I'm like, oh yeah, right. I'm
Hey, you're
supposed
not
to-
allowed to sit back, Road Rash. Come on, you know better.
What
Yeah,
the
man.
hell? Yeah,
I'm
come on.
hosting.
Stop playing.
Can't sit back.
If you
Really
turn
go
that
off
camera
there.
on, you probably won't want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because then you know we're just gonna fucking make fun of you.
Ah.
I did
I'll-
have
I'll-
15 a.m.
I'll,
So
I'll screenshot that snoring and put it on Instagram.
You gotta remember though, I've been up since 3:15 a.m. So and I fucking busted balls all day today. You know, like Mike, you when you do loading those trailers, you're like, yeah, man, I gotta be the top guy. Well, it was like me today at work. I gotta be the top guy.
Dude,
And there's this Chinaman, little Chinese guy. I don't want to call him Chinaman because he's actually a really good worker. So I don't want to fucking
no joke. Last
Chinese
night,
guy. This little Chinese, he's actually a really cool guy. Comes out smoke pit, and he all beat me today in fucking picks. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I was number one. I'm like, how many can orders did you have? I asked him. He's like, I had 4. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker, I had 2. No wonder you beat me in picks.
yeah, last night. So since I'm 3 days on, and then 2 days off, then 1 day on, then 1 day off. So yesterday was my 1 day. I actually did 6,800 cases. I'm fucking exhausted today, dude. I took a nap for like 4 hours today.
I napped after my work. I did what 500. I just did over 500 cases myself, right? Because it's different than you guys. You guys,
Yeah.
good to you, and you fucking bomb it. I have to go find it and fucking bomb it, right?
I've done that
Yeah.
before myself, though, too. I worked in a
Yeah.
warehouse.
Yeah, I did over
Dude,
500
it's-
cases today. I was like,
I
fuck
get
it.
it.
I was number 2.
Palletizing shit.
Yeah,
my
I was
hands are still swollen.
I was number 2 today. I was number 2 today. The fucking cases picked, and that little Asian guy, but he's half my age. The guy's like 25, and he's 3 inches shorter than me, and he's just as wide.
What's the height got to do with it?
Yeah.
But he's a fucking stocky little motherfucker. He's as wide across the shoulders as I am, right? Like he's a fucking
Yeah, but you're a wiry motherfucker, too. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm
stop
not
playing.
fucking wide across.
I've seen you.
I know. But I'm,
I'm
so
a
wide.
lazy fat ass, so
Yeah. I'm no lazy fat ass, that's for sure. I'm still pretty wide across the shoulders.
well, I got you beat, but
Yeah, tomorrow's my Monday, so
Muted.
Height truck, man. You're like fucking you tower over me, man.
I know.
I'm like fucking 5'10" to you're 6'7".
Just trying to get you riled up. Come on.
Goddamn.
Come on, let's fight.
Yeah, it's that side truck, man. Like holy fuck, man! I need a goddamn stepladder just to look you in the eye, man.
Hey, the taller the tree, the harder they fall, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking
right.
take the knees out. Take the knees out. You're right there, eye level. Boom.
Yeah. Kick to the knees, it's all done.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, a tough guy. Oh, let me kick you in the knee with my steel toe. How tough are you now? Oh, right.
Yeah, right.
Fuck yeah.
Not so
I'm
tough.
kidding.
Yeah, I may look big, but I'm pretty quick.
I had one guy trip out because I kicked him in the shin with my steel toes.
Oh, shit.
And he's just like, "What?" He's like, "What'd you do that for?" I was like, "You're hurting, aren't you?"
That's fucking hilarious.
I was like, "Shit, I'm a dirty motherfucker
I've
when
never
it comes to
kicked
a
anybody
fight."
in the shin, bro.
Oh, dude, Hey, they'll
I can see that face,
fall,
like,
dude.
what the fuck? Why would you do that?
Exactly. That's exactly the look he was giving me, dude. I was just like, haven't you ever knocked your shin into a freaking toe hitch? Uh-huh.
Yeah, look
My
at you now. You're
finger
on the
did that
ground.
one time.
Pick yourself up.
He fucking knocked his shin into his toe hitch in his car. And he didn't even flinch. He was just like, and he's just a little motherfucker. He's like shorter than me, right? He's like fucking 5'2", man, and balding and shit. He hit that fucking thing, and he just continued fucking blah 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 blah, blah like it was nothing. I was like, dude, if I did that, I'd be like, oh motherfucker, and he just kept like nothing happened. And you know he was hurting. You know, like he was grimacing the pain. He was just like, grimace that
Dude,
pain. Back of my head.
I've been a skater for a better part of half of my life, and like you get hit in the shins hard as fuck. And,
Yep.
I mean, you just kind of get used to it, you know. So
Yep.
he was probably a skater, to be honest, because yeah, I take shit to the shins all the time, and I'm just like, whatever. It's not as bad as you try and do a 360 flip and boom, stomping on that goddamn board. And it just slaps in your shin as hard as you can. Yeah, so real shit.
We used to go down to that fountain over in Embarcadero Center. That's where we used to skate. That square fountain.
Fuck yeah, dude. What the fuck? That's legit. I like that shit.
I doubt you could do it now, but yeah, we used to tear that place up.
Not these days. Like
Nuh-uh.
10 years ago, fuck yeah, bro. Let's go.
Oh yeah, 20 years ago we used to tear that place up, man, and never got bugged by nobody, dude.
That's amazing.
All those people running around and shit, that little business building right there. Nobody ever bugged us, man. We just did our thing.
Fuck. Yeah, no.
I actually found some pictures I took there, fucking of the fountain. I should put those up on Instagram. Cause yeah, that's some old school stuff right there, man.
Dude, what's your Instagram? I need to fucking
Mike Parsons.
Yeah, it's Mike Parsons. What 896 or 895, some shit like that. If you follow the other guys, that should pop up on there.
Yeah, I thought it was 79 or some fucking thing. Let me do a Instagram search for fucking Mike here.
I can't even remember I can't even remember what my cover picture is.
I've had too many peaches. That's how many I've had.
Is it one of these right here?
Oh, I can't even read it, dude. It's not focusing.
What? Hold on, give it a second.
It's like 865 or 965, something like that.
Mike.
I've only had 4, so.
Yeah, but you had a fucking.
Yeah, you had four big ones.
No, I had one big one and 3 small ones.
I ran out of the torpedoes, so I went to 7-Eleven while we were streaming.
She's talking like one big one and 3 small ones. She's like, oh, that's like my husband talking.
The small ones taste like water, though, now. Fuck.
Yeah, after having that Strafe?
Yeah, they just taste like water.
They taste like water. I know, man.
Bro, there's a lot of fucking Mike Parsons, bro.
Those Strafe Hendricks were tasty beers, man. Like,
J-Mac, when I started my channel, I wasn't into the whole nickname thing.
Yep.
Well, if
You've probably
you
done
go
that,
on
haven't you?
Instagram and just add me, bro.
Yep.
Because I could scroll and scroll.
No, I appreciate it, man.
If I click 3 times.
Thanks for introducing me to the Strafe Hendricks.
The Strafe Hendrick, dude, that is the nicest tasting fucking Belgian beers you'll have, man, ever. Like, those are so good, man. Like, I told you, I've drank so many Belgian beers. I know a good Belgian beer when I fucking have a good Belgian beer, and those Strafe Hendricks are fucking delicious, man.
I had to figure out how to open the fucker, though. But
hey, you pull hard, man. You just twist and pull hard.
Well, the wire thing had me confused too, though.
Twist that off, pull that off, grab the cork, and give it a good tug.
J-Mac,
you said this was the champagne of beer, right?
No, that's the Erdinger. I call the Erdinger the champagnes of beers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Michael Parsons 569. Michael Parsons 569.
I'm to my office by like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
I've had many fucking delicious, tasty fucking Belgian beers, and somebody comes to me like, "Oh, I love the fucking Golden Jacks. That's like the best fucking Belgian beer ever." And I
Says
laugh.
your
I'm
request.
like, you haven't had a real Belgian beer.
Well,
Yet. If you think a Golden Jacks a fucking delicious beer.
The Lafay is good though too.
Oh, the Lafay. Oh, dude, those are tasty.
Oh,
Lafay I've had. Those are nice.
They are
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
the Lafay,
Belgium too,
They
isn't
got
it?
a nice oak. They have a nice oak finish
Yeah.
to them because they're finished in oak fucking barrels.
All right, there you go.
Because I can get the Lafay here, and now
Yeah, the Lafays are nice. Those are fucking strong beers too, man. Those are a strong. There's like 6.5, I believe those beers
Yep.
are. And yeah, those have a nice oak finish to them.
but they're only a little beer.
Yeah, they're
Compared
just
to-
a little 330, man. They're just a tiny beer, but those Straffays, man. Like, wait till you try quadruple. man.
6.6.
Yeah, wait till you try the quadruple, man. The fucking 11%.
Well, when you need your next 6-pack of toilet paper, when you need your next 6-pack,
label. Yeah, I'll bring you a black label one. Wait till you try a black.
I'll bring you 2 packs for
A black label.
for the black label.
Peaches, jump in. Good lord.
Get in here.
I know. I was gonna throw that. Yeah,
Come on, Peaches. There's some room for some tits here right in the middle.
I know you hardly get to hang out with me now that I'm on the graveyard. So jump in now.
jump in because I'm probably gonna kick it off.
Oh, Mike, you work in a graveyard?
Yeah, I do 4:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. So I haven't been on a hangout in quite a while.
Oh, brother. That's
I know she's been doing her thing with her
You're on Wednesday on
I'm trying to
Rockets.
avoid that, but there's a number.
double shot of Madison fucking many times. They're good beers, but I'll tell you what, man, nothing beats a good Belgian beer, man. Like seriously, Pro's good beer.
Yeah,
like
Chase,
loves his
I
Belgian-
live the life of a vampire.
You know,
Weizenberger
brother,
is pretty good,
you
too.
live the life that you have to live to make the money that you have to ride, right?
Exactly.
or the Weisberg.
I'm with you. I'm not with you.
But
I have some DoD contracts up and coming that I'm trying to save my team, and the fact that I'm just like, I hope I save myself in the meantime. Otherwise, I might become a full-time. So Chase the Ride is all about the fact that we had a 5-year plan of actually being on the road. Is there too much background noise?
Not really.
no, you're good.
Okay, I'm loud enough and stupid enough. I thought we might do.
Oh no, we lost him.
I'm loud enough and stupid enough to hit this X button.
Just hit the wrong button.
You done fucked up. Get back in here, Chase the Ride.
No, double shot Steinlagers. The Steinlagers is a great fucking New Zealand beer. I cannot deny the Steinlagers. Those are tasty fucking beers as well. But
Yeah, see, now that
the Steinlagers do not fucking compare to good Belgian beer. Like the Belgian beers, the Belgians know how to make beers. When I've had,
Yes.
I've had when it comes to the European beers, I've had them all. Okay, you've got Germany, you've got Denmark, you've got
Wake up,
Holland,
J-Mac.
you've got Belgium, you got France. Okay,
Sorry, I'm stuck on Instagram now, you motherfuckers. God damn it. See, this shit's addicting. This shit's fucked up.
yeah.
Fuck,
But
I'm
the
putting it down.
Belgians, the
I'm putting it
Belgians
down.
make the best fucking beer out of everybody.
Just the way you're sitting, it looked like you're sleeping.
Yeah, no, I was fucking stuck on Instagram. My bad, dog.
No, that's
Yeah,
all right.
Instagram
My
will
phone's
got me fucked
upstairs,
up.
so no
Oh, that's good.
Instagram
That's-
for me.
My
Mine should be
phone's like
gone.
fucking arm away, and it doesn't have any blinky lights, so I never know when my phone's doing anything.
You gotta put some
you
tunes
got
on Road Rash.
you always end up with one of those old man phones, so just don't worry about it.
It's all flip phone and shit. Like, what
Yeah,
the
hell
fuck?
There he is.
Like,
There he goes. He's back.
He meant to hit the mute button and hit the leave studio button. And he's
Still muted.
Yeah. Everybody's laughing at me. You're in there. Yes. Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
No. I have an upcoming contract that could end this year, and long and short of things. And I'm just like, my wife, love her, and the fact she's just like, let's fucking do this. Let's just fucking hit the road. Let's be nomads, and let's see what fucking happens. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
5 dogs to 3 dogs.
Well, 5 dogs to 3 dogs. We're looking at 3,000 feet to.
Well, you got. It looks like you can leave a kid at home and take care of the dogs.
Hell yeah.
Well, I do have an my mortgage plus some. Plus there's beer bill. I'll be honest. This gallon and a half that I drank earlier was not just me, because I would not be speaking at all right now.
Unless you're me.
Who's counting? Okay, who's counting?
A little bragging rights there, J-Mac. Unless it's me.
A little bit.
I can do that. I can do 2 of those.
Yeah.
I think that's the wrong muscle. You gotta lift your shirt up and show us.
Sorry.
Yeah,
you gotta show the
There's the muscle.
6K.
Oh shit, let's go. Hey.
Now the convincing is
okay. Now that's an unbelievable muscle.
There you go, guys.
That's.
Hey.
I mean, joke.
Let's go. Hey, at least I tried.
I was actually scar right there. I might have been a smart ass earlier this week, and she might have hit me with a pan.
That's a yes dear mark.
That's a don't fuck up mark.
Yes,
that's a yes dear mark.
That's right. That's what we call a reminder.
Yeah, that's a yes dear.
No, I was actually like I said, I have a beer issue right now where I need to actually either pour or dump like 5 barrels of beer between now and 11 o'clock tomorrow morning here in Colorado.
You're not drinking hard enough then. Come on.
Yeah, man. You got more to do.
You need to step up your game a bit.
The reason why I disconnected earlier, my mic be stuttered there.
If I had that much free beer, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
It is not the delay in my internet
Right.
connection. It is me.
Wherever that motherfucker is, I'm heading there tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
If you can be here by 10 o'clock with any crevice you can fill, I'll pour beer down no matter what you want. You show me.
I will fucking invent crevices.
I'll pour it, brother.
I'll come up with brand new crevices I didn't even know I knew.
Hide it.
J-Mac, it's only 6 hours. It's only 6 hours from my house, J-Mac. Head on down, pick me up, and we'll head up there together.
I'm good. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
J-Mac drink that MD 2020. Can't be much worse than that.
Oh no.
Hey, if you can hang with Mad Dog 2020, you can drink just about anything.
Hey, come on. Anyone watching this tonight, I am telling you, text me.
We used to think Boone's Farm was an upgrade.
Chase the ride.
Oh fuck.
Like in YouTube, chase the ride tonight or tomorrow by noon. And I tell you what, I will fill any crevice you have with beer, okay? Because we have so much that we don't know what. Literally, I have a buddy who's just like, tomorrow morning, I swear, I'm going to be laying on the floor and just rolling.
So why is it you have to get rid of it?
So I won't say I. So my wife actually works for a local brewery who bought out another local brewery that closed down due to the COVID virus, and the fact that they were paying astronomical amounts. I won't disclose just because I don't want to. There's it's a numbers issue, and it's with the fact that they're a local business.
Oh, okay. So if they have the quantity, they got to pay basically for the quantity.
And the fact that they cannot continue to sell what they're selling, on top of the fact that they're a smart local business.
They're able to put your link up, Chase the Ride? So
there's another larger regional business coming into town. I'm trying to not disclose any names.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Is this you right here with the red Road Glide?
That is me. Exactly. Yes, that is me.
There you go.
I'm
Thank you,
subscribed
Jimmy.
now, my
Appreciate
brother.
that, brother.
I got you.
I think that I have it down playing enough with YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram enough. Thank you. I see that notification right now coming through my phone. Thank you, brother.
Got you, man.
Thank you. And literally, it's one of those things that I ain't trying. This ain't my job. This ain't gonna supply me with fucking. We're all here. As brothers. it's the fact that we're doing it because we love what we do. We love the ride and that. You know, and actually, bikers and brews, I wish they're here this evening because honestly, that's probably probably a quarter of my ride, and that is the fact that, you know, just touching base with some of those local breweries, especially this time right now.
That sounds familiar.
You know, the brewery. I always say my brewery, but I mean it's friends that I've been friends with for over 20 years. My wife is actually currently not working for him, temperamental working for him, working for tips a couple times a week.
Same.
And it's one of those things that, you know what, it support your local economy. I don't care whether you are. It's, you know, there's a lot of these small businesses. I see a lot of us out there as YouTubers, you know, showing rides, and it disgusts me, honestly. And riding through these cities, some of these larger cities. I mean, some of our brothers that are riding through Louisiana and that. And I mean, down there where there'd be huge party towns and that. And my thing is I've never been there. I'd love to go down there and the fucking heat of things. I'd love to, actually, as much as anything, I'd love to go down there when it's quiet, and then again go down there when it's fucking a party town. Let's support what we have local in that. I mean, because honestly, that's money that's not only in my pocket coming local from seeing, you know, the fact that my wife's unemployed. It's also the fact that all these local businesses, there's so many of these businesses that aren't coming out of this shit, man.
Yeah. I know a lot of businesses that are not coming out. They already sold their shit. They're done.
We have some of those that were actually a week or two in. And I'm just like, as far as I'm concerned, you know what, you didn't even put up a fight and that. But I'm with you, Jim Mac. There's so much local. I mean, I'm not here to, you know, send out, you know, this, that, or the other. I'm here to, you know, I love my local economy. I love the people that I work with, brother.
Bro, I'm completely on board with you. If you have the resources to help your local establishments in any way possible, do what you can.
If I can buy shit local, I'll buy shit local because I hate fucking waiting for shit to show up in the mail. I want something. I want it now, not a fucking week later.
But you're also putting your money back into where you stay, man. This is money that's staying back. It's recirculating.
And they may not be right. I mean, my wife works for a brewery that, I mean, honestly, it's a guy that I've ridden with for years. I mean, we rode to the 115th. He's my assistant when it comes to the road captains that are a local hog group and that. We're going out riding together, even though it's supposedly illegal this weekend and that. And it's like, you know what?
No, that was me.
That was one hell of the can open.
That was
Holy
a good
shit.
spot, man.
You like
I feel
that?
like I need to go change my drawers after that motherfucker.
What are we drinking there? I mean, that's
some real cinematic shit right there. You need to, if you can replicate that every time you do, god damn.
That's just a Keystone.
Just a Keystone.
Keystone
I'm
sounds real good right
drinking
now.
that then. Move on.
That reminds me of the Bush beer commercial. Bush.
Stop it! I'll be right. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Sounds like somebody just shot a gun out here.
You know, I get so tired of. I'm part of this local community thing, and people who have never heard a fucking gun in their life here in Colorado Springs are just like, oh, I heard someone knock on my fence, and I swear someone was shooting at me, and I'm just like, fuckers.
Yeah. Well, I got a guy in the neighborhood that likes to shoot his gun off in his backyard, which pisses me off.
Yeah, it's a little stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not rural, but we got space between us. I mean, every property in my neighborhood is an acre or bigger.
Well, as long as he's shooting
you know,
into a berm, I'd be okay with it. But if there's like
Well-
nothing behind his backyard.
No,
No, take it out into the
connect to
range or
berm
fucking into
is
the
fact
where
that,
there's
I mean,
no one
here in
around.
Colorado, we have more rock than we have dirt. So I mean, a rock berm doesn't do you a whole hell of a lot of fucking good
Nope.
when it comes
Yeah,
to
ricochet.
Yeah. Yep. That's the problem here. All these hills that I live in right here are just full of rocks, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
there you go, brother.
are you stupid? We got kids living in all these houses over here. Like, come on, dude.
He's
Like,
out there shooting a 50 cal BMG. Eh?
yeah.
Hear that thing ricochet for 20 miles.
Well, hold on.
yeah.
If you're shooting a 50 cal, it depends on how often you're biting Neil. I mean,
Yeah, like,
that round ain't cheap to shoot.
I don't mind the shooting at all. I really don't. It's just
Yeah,
that
I
when you're
hear you,
shooting
though.
them in the neighborhood, when we have all these spots around our neighborhoods, you can go shooting. Like, come on, man.
I like shotguns myself, so
Oh yeah, shotguns. I don't mind about shotguns, but when it comes to pistols, like, come on, man. Like you were saying, Chase, that ricochet could end up in somebody's freaking house, man.
Half a mile to a mile away also and that's what so many people don't recognize is the fact I have some fellow riders that are actually like, oh, you know what, I'm on 2 acres, and I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
look, I try not to be a preacher, and I try not to be stupid, and the fact
2 acres is okay if you have a shotgun and you're shooting like target loads.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Because a target load's going to
Even
go what,
bird shot.
500 meters, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, even bird shot. Like, that's
I
okay.
grew up shooting on
Bird
a
shot,
river.
shooting trap or clay. Shooting clay. A shotgun is fun.
And, you know,
When you get into the high-powered rifles, the bullet can travel for like 2 miles before it even loses its energy.
And
Like
the fact that it comes even with a shotgun, okay, you might feel something that feels all of a sudden. I mean, a clay if you're shooting in the wrong area, and that the right person traveling. So I'm going to compare to a raft because my uncle, my great uncle, used to actually live on a river that actually had a byway on it, and when we used to shoot clays off that, which would keep people away in general, is the fact that actually all the professionals would go, oh, you know what? We might actually be hit by a couple of pieces of shot, which in the grand scheme of things feels like you're being hit by a piece of hail. And they're just
Exactly.
like, it's a beautiful fucking day. Why am I being hit by hail? And it's just like,
Yeah.
that wasn't hail. That was a fucking piece of shot, you motherfucker. and then the second is the fact that my grand uncle was just like, oh, you know what? We have these signs a quarter mile up that say, "Do not stay." Let's see. I'm trying to think here. I am horrible with directions. Right hand on the heart, left. So it's stay left, and don't laugh. Don't laugh too loud, at least.
that was a long P, J Mac.
I had to talk to my woman for a second, bro.
Oh, okay.
Stay left shooting range. And my uncle felt no bad about the fact that we were actually
Shut the hell up, shit.
you know, 30 out 6 and other rounds down the shooting range, which honestly could have, in the grand scheme of things, if a round went incorrect, could have fucked someone up.
Road rash.
Oh yeah. Road rash.
Is Road still around, or is he just
Peaches is backstage.
listening to all of us speak?
Road Rash went night, bro.
He's
you already
asleep,
heard him talking
dude.
about his eyes were closed.
Yeah. He Road rash.
Peaches
He's
is
taking those minutes
backstage.
on all of us.
Oh, Peaches is backstage. Oh man.
Road rash.
Fucking Road Rash. Fuck.
Oh wow.
Bavarian beer is ready. That didn't work.
What happened? What?
He had a Strafe, so
Oh,
and he worked all day too. So I
All right,
get him.
Peaches. Sorry, Peaches, but just hang in there. He might wake up.
He might come to for a second.
He's done.
If we hear him mumble, we'll say, "Get Peaches in here."
Road Rash. Night, bro. Why does he have a picture of a Sportster on his page? What is that?
That's the bike he wants.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Paying attention at all.
Okay. He wants an 883.
That's his pick.
I think that's a 1200.
It is. It might even be a little over.
Oh shit. Well, okay.
Hey, the bikes that I show are the ones that I own.
Preach.
Trying to see if there's any way to hit him outside of this road rash.
He went to bed. He's done.
Fuck you all. I'm still getting it. It's okay.
I know. The funny part is he left it live, so I wonder how long this stream will go for.
It still all counts for his account. I mean,
he's gonna have one of them 12-hour live streams.
Oh shit! We're not even 3 deep. Oh fuck!
Oh, that's hilarious.
road rash. Let me see. I'm working on some contacts here.
Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, Double Shot says it's a 1200.
Yeah.
I'd say I thought it was.
One day I'll own a Harley, maybe.
Yeah, dude. You know, all my friends own Harleys, and I give them love for it, but every one of them has some sort of problem with it.
You know what? The bike that I'd really like to get is a Road King.
So what's funny is I
Roadstar or whatever it is
from all the other bikes, because Yamaha told me like 2 months, June, they told me it might take 2 to 3 months for my road liner. I always confuse things. It's a road liner. That's a Yamaha. It's an 1800. Actually, it's as big as a bike as I have fucking right now. And actually, it was a great bike. But when the local Yamaha dealer told me that it might be a month or two, and what was coming into the height of the riding season, actually, it's probably
hi, Truck Man.
Like right from now, that they told me that it might be a month or two before they could figure everything out because it was a cold start issue. I'm just like, nope, we're done. And I was just like, you know what? Okay. You know, my resolution to this was I was riding with a number of Harley riders. I'm not dealer specific. If someone could show me something that rode, which I'm actually scared to ride, the Challenger, could ride as well as my Road Glide, and I could put as many miles on as the Road Glide with not having to be concerned about service / warranty and that on. I'm not saying I wouldn't switch tomorrow. I mean, as long as, yeah, I probably would switch tomorrow. 'Cause I'm at the point now that I'm just like, you know what? I don't want the fucking thing. I want to be able to put it in the back of the toy hauler and fuck this house. And I mean, we're looking at Chase the Ride actually being Chase the Ride. We're gonna fucking chase the ride. We're not gonna be chasing our fucking lives and our debt. So I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Might be
That's
a
all
bit
right.
or two in.
No, you're good. Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
Truck
I
Man
mean,
with his fucking webcam on. What?
Yeah.
What?
Hey.
I'm drunk enough to show my ugly mug now, so.
My nigga.
Oh,
good, bro.
Here is he? We need to zoom in on that shit.
That's lit.
yeah,
bro.
I'd actually really like a Street Glide.
I show my face occasionally.
So you know, the Street Glide I rode, I didn't feel as that
I
much.
show my face in all my videos nowadays, so you know, I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
Here. So the Road Glide I actually had 2015 Road Glide.
Messy hair.
It was one of those things that I'm just like, we put a number of miles on, and actually, my wife sat on the back of and actually rode a little bit behind a Street Glide, and she's like, "Oh, this is nice." And then I rode behind the fairing of the Road Glide. And I actually put a number of miles on my local dealer was awesome. We put 50 miles on each bike, and I was just like, at first the Road Glide was hard to get used to because of the fixed fairing, but after I put a number of miles on, I was just like, no, this is my ride.
Yeah, no, I've ridden the Street Glide, and I like the feel of the Street Glide. It's very comfortable to me.
So the Street Glide, and what I challenge you to do is find someone that allows you to put 50 to 100 miles on a road glide, honestly. Because the Street Glide, coming off of any other non-touring, non-fairing bike, non-batwing bike, it's really and truly hard to actually see the difference. And,
Really?
I wish, and I might be able, maybe after the COVID thing, I can actually convince with all my 100, subscribers. I've actually been talking to the dealer some, and I'm just like, what, you guys sold me on this, but there's a reason why you sold me on this. And I've talked to him a little bit about it, and we might I might be doing something with my local dealer that hopefully will continue on, but really and truly, when you first step on that road glide, it is not the bike. As far as I'm concerned, going from a non-fairing bike to anything, I actually went from a Road King that I thought was my end-all be-all bike. It definitely, until you put probably 25, 30 miles on it at least, it's just like, ooh, I don't know. And then we got into some area that I knew, and that there was some hard corners of that. And I'm just like, holy shit, I feel the difference between this bike and a Batwing, which that extra weight was pushing me minimal. I'll give it minimal, but there was literally some difference. The big thing is do it all on the same day, brother. I mean, if you can do it all on the same day, find the right dealer and ride everything you want to ride. I mean, if you hate the look of the Road Glide, I mean, step away and just hate the look, and be what it is. But
Bro.
You know what? That's why I love my KLR 650. 'Cause it makes me feel like a kid again when I'm out, even though I'm just putting down like back roads and gravel roads and shit. It makes me feel like a kid, and that's what I love about it. It's fun to ride.
So this is,
I don't have to go fast or anything. I just go out and enjoy the fucking scenery and smell the fresh air of the pine trees and shit that are around me, and just enjoy it.
Fuck yeah. Enjoy the shit out of the ride, brother. Fuck
Yeah, I don't have to go fast to enjoy it. It just makes me feel young again. Because I'm 40.
Chase.
I'll be 47 on May 15th. And then it is what it is. Two wheels is two wheels. It doesn't matter what you ride as long as you're having fun.
I'm just going to interrupt just like I do too, brother.
As long as you're comfortable and having fun.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, Chase. I'm not good at interrupting, bro. I stopped talking.
I'm sorry I interrupted you, Chase. If I
you
did.
interrupted.
No. Please stop me.
Go and get that.
I've had 5 or 10 tonight, so stop.
Oh, all right. So check this out, bro. So
I'm muting for the benefit of all.
Been there, done that.
Get that shit. So I've actually ridden,
and you were there,
brand new road glides. Shut the fuck up, truck man. I've been on new road glides, new fucking. Shut the hell up, Chase. Stop. Fuck, you've had your fucking moments, motherfuckers.
He muted himself. We're good.
Good. Now you do too.
I'll bite my tongue.
So recently, I was in the market for some fucking brand new Harleys and shit, and I rode, the road glides and the electric glides and all that good shit. And the biggest thing I was looking into was going cross country. So I wasn't thinking about, okay, what's the hype on this? What's the hype on that? Let's let the dealer talk me into what I want. Now fuck that. I rode each bike and I was concentrated and focused on what I was feeling while I was riding those motorcycles. So what I came to a conclusion after the fact was they almost ride identical, which was the fucking craziest thing, because you got a Batwing and you got a fucking a stationary fairing, which, I mean, you would think, what they would tell you is, look, this is better for longer miles because you're not going to have the wind blowing on you, with the Batwing and all that bullshit. I'm like, okay, let me just ride it. So we rode, and the conclusion I came up with was they're really not that different, honestly. Like, you can ride them, and if you're feeling what you're riding, I mean, we went for a nice ride. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I went down to the fucking gas station and came back. We went around, we hit the freeway, we hit over 100 miles an hour on the freeway because my dealer is fucking gangster like that. And
You know, I'm with you, brother.
That was Vallejo Harley, huh?
Yeah, you know how we do it, baby.
Similar. And the fact that the brother that I had riding with me was just like, holy shit, you ride. I mean, and the first ride that we went on was their standard ride on a Batwing, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? The wife is on shift right now, and I've stated a number of times that, you know what, I can ride a number of things, but at the end of the day, you know what? It's happy wife, happy life. I mean, yep. I can ride a lot of shit. I mean, and honestly, I can adjust seats and stuff like that. But it was literally one of those things with him. I'm just like, he's just like, well, that's not a standard ride, but let me contact my and I wish I had the channel where I'd actually, I think I'm over that right now. But anyways, they were just like, oh, well, that's not a normal ride. And they're just like, and he's just like, you know, if we want to sell this bike to this guy, we need to cater.
Give him the fucking
going to pick
ride.
his wife up while she's on break. We're going to ride these roads, and whatever he fucking wants to ride, he's not out here joyriding. End of the day, you know, this fucker's going to buy a bike from us. And whether it's this bike or that bike. And what's funny is, at the end of the day, it was one of those things, they didn't want to work on me on price-wise. And I'm just like, I don't know. And I did not stage this shit either. But literally, it was back and forth between me and the sales manager, which now I know very well, being their head road captain. I literally picked up the phone and I put it on the fucking speaker. I'm just like, hey, what's up? It's Josh. And they're just like, oh, this is the Harley dealer that's, you know, I'm trying not to disclose anything. But this is the Harley dealer that's within 50 miles of you. And we have this Road Glide and the color, this Road Glide Ultra and the color that you want. When do you want to come up and ride it? I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm the head road captain for this group. I'd like to actually buy it from this group, but I don't know they're gonna play shit with me. But you know what? If they don't, I'll come up and ride it tomorrow, and I'll give you a call in 20 minutes if they don't fucking cut me the right deal, right? And they're just like, sounds good, thanks. And I hung it up right in front of the sales manager who just happened to walk out during that time. And he's just like, I'm sorry it took this long. I'm sorry we had to play this game. And I'm just like, I don't like the used car salesman shit. And that. And at the end of the day, you know, I understand. But I'm not going to advertise, you know, on YouTube or anywhere else. Even within the, I ride regularly with 30, 40 people who follow me as the head road captain in our hog group. I'm not going to advertise what I got my bike from this group. I'm going to advertise the fact that, you know, everything they gave me end of the day was what I wanted. Do you want me to advertise that you gave that to me, or do you want me to advertise that the dealer 50 miles away from you gave that to me?
Yeah, exactly.
Your call, brother.
The thing is about dealerships, bro.
I'm not. Until you want to start paying me, and believe me, I have a good salary. It's gonna take a lot to fucking pay me. It's not gonna.
The thing about dealerships, dog, is you can hear Road Rash fucking snoring in the background. But another thing is,
yeah, do we? Yeah.
You go to a fucking
Road Rash.
Oh, fucking shit. Sorry.
Oh, that should have woke his ass up.
No shit. God damn. I
Probably turned his speakers down.
And I'm not even asleep.
Part of this.
But anyways, so you go to a motorcycle dealership to buy a fucking motorcycle. You go to a used car dealership to fucking look. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to a motorcycle dealership, you go to a Harley dealership out of all. You know people are serious. Because they're not exactly tire kickers. And if
No.
you go in there, you know exactly what you want, and you don't want that speed. You don't want to fucking be a fool on a motorcycle. You're not young. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I'm throwing out stereotypes, but I mean, stereotypes is all we got. And it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're looking into a Harley Davidson, then you got somewhat deep pockets because they cost a pretty motherfucking penny. I don't care who you are. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing
You
is,
got to, especially with the service.
Yeah.
And then you come
Yeah.
to
If
If you're
Canada
gonna,
and we
if you're
pay
gonna hold
double
up
what
to the
you pay
warranty,
for a
that's
Harley.
service.
Oh, fuck that. I thought what we paid
and
was a
I've
lot.
dealt with my dealer on
We
that.
pay
too. I
double
actually
what
Yeah.
you
talked to
pay.
my dealer, and I was actually
They-
I actually
J-Mac, they say we pay to live in California.
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
actually
That is
negotiated
so
for
true.
the,
You know how
Canada
much
is
we
the
pay,
other
baby?
California.
Bro, we probably pay as much as you pay in Canada, dog. Don't
No.
fucking don't play yourself.
California, no joke. Yeah, I bet it's close.
Okay, my cousin bought a 2013 Dodge Ram Cummins 30 or 3500
See,
whatever.
that's a
There's a lot of
fucking
flexibility.
and he
$50,000
paid
vehicle right there.
80,000 for it.
How much?
Yeah, no, that doesn't
80,000.
surprise. That
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
surprise me at all.
80,000.
That's what Chevy. That's what Chevy runs for most of their trucks these days, man. Over here in California, in Southern California, you're going to be paying anywhere between 60 to 70 easy, and that's stock. If you want all the extra
And that's
shit,
when our dollar
you're
was
paying 80.
good. That's
And
when our
there's no
dollar was
joke
good.
with that. I literally I have a 2013 or not Cummins. I have a Chevy. I almost bought a Cummins. I'm sorry.
An
You have a
Avalanche.
Silverado?
I have
An Avalanche.
I have a GMC, so of course that brings me.
Oh, so you have the Sierra.
Sierra. Yeah.
I
I have a
actually,
GMC. It's a 1990 with a 350 and a 5-speed.
I actually have a 2013 with the Duramax with the Allison transmission in it. And
I like those Allison transmissions. They
No,
got the
the-
dual clutch.
I
they
will
go.
be quite honest. The fact that an Allison and a Duramax, there's very little American. I mean, I don't buy it because it's American. I mean, same with the Harley. You know, I love my Harley. I love the bike, and that the Harley
You
is
like that,
definitely
don't you,
much
J-Mac?
more a factor of, you know, I love it in the aftermarket parts. The Allison and the Duramax are one of those things that it's an Isuzu motor with an American-made Allison transmission. They put in a fucking bus, and the fuckers just go. I mean, there's the Isuzu motor is around every country's fucking delivery vehicles around the fucking world. That
Hold on. Let's pause for a second. Just listen.
go.
Listen.
Yeah, he's snoring.
That's just fucking snoring, man. I'll admit, my house started out as 4 or 5, and I think they're all fucking passed out.
Oh, I got ice in my
Down
pocket.
to solos. Fuck yeah.
I hear you. Road Rash is snoring on us.
Fuck yeah, he is. He's done. He's fucking passed the fuck out.
So I don't need the minutes or hours, but I don't know. Is someone close to monetizing? I know that's part of the. I hopped over here from Road Rashes from.
I'm almost at 600 subs. I'm close.
You need some hours, brother?
Hey, J-Mac, you remember this night?
Stop, man.
Should we close this down? And
You were
actually,
you were so damn late. Oh my
J-Mac, you wanna
god.
start a live stream on us, and
May 15th.
I could start up another one. Let's go.
you know, I mean, seriously, I'll drop and I'll actually join yours. I mean, that's part of what this is about, right, brother?
Yeah,
Well,
man.
we'll just stay here. We'll give him the view time.
There's
6 people
There's no
watching.
host.
There's
Does
no
it matter?
host, there's no
We'll keep it clean.
If we
I'll
have
monetize. I'll be the moderator. That's good.
Oh
You
fuck.
No.
no, seriously, J-Mac, if you need the minutes, I mean, and I don't think Road Rash would complain one bit especially if he's fucking snoring.
I know, no shit, right?
We jumped. I jumped here. Actually, there were 1 or 2 others who jumped here, and no one's currently. Yeah, but I mean,
It was
no.
just you
There's,
from
J-Mac,
the-
if you're
there's
gonna heat
still
something
6
up-
people watching, so
Is there?
Is there?
yeah.
What the fuck? How can you see that? Are
I
you
have,
on the?
well,
you have
one
the
of them is
stream up
me.
Yeah,
too?
go
So,
over to YouTube.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Thing is, you have to go to
One of
YouTube
them's me.
side. So there are 5 watching out of.
So there's 5 watching at least.
So
I
there's
know,
literally so out of the 5. So please toss in chat right now if you are one of the 5 that is not like on the board watching right now. Please say it. Please
Double
say it.
shot's probably there. Yeah, everybody check
Nobody
in.
said
Check in on the
anything
side
in the
chat.
last 18
Check it.
minutes.
And if
Nobody
you know,
said anything in the last 18 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
'cause
hold on. I forgot.
I-
I forgot. I gotta take a screenshot of this so we can post it on
I'm
Instagram.
going
Oh fuck!
now, if nothing else, we should take
Get this going.
Oh, Miss. Well, the Peaches are backstage. Peaches
Yeah,
just
she's been stuck at backstage.
stuck in backstage.
Shit.
Peaches,
2 ATVs
join
is
us
still
on
there.
J-Mac. Let's just see.
Oh, Daryl's still
damn,
around?
Peaches.
Yep.
What's up,
Daryl's
Daryl?
still there.
Damn,
Hey,
it's
Daryl.
late for Daryl. It's
To
super
get
late
in
for
here,
Daryl.
but the host is.
Yeah, there's no host.
You know,
That's
there's
the
no
problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Let's move it over. J-Mac, you need the time. Let's move it over to you, brother.
I'll take a little bit of time. I ain't mad at that.
If you'll
Yeah, do that. All right, I'll see you guys.
I still have my questions about J-Mac doing the MD 2020, but I
Oh,
think.
ask them away, man. We'll ask them away on my channel.
I think, brother. I think that it might be the J-Mac and Chase the Ride MD 2020.
Hell yeah.
I think I might have to fucking do that one night, brother. It's
I'm
gonna be
down,
a
dog.
bad
I
night.
told
Yeah,
you.
have a
I told
feeling,
you.
but,
I'm so down, bro.
I'm with you too, brother. So let's end this here and everybody join JMac, right? JMac, you're gonna heat up the channel.
Yeah, let's go, man. I'll start
Let's
it up
do
right
it,
now.
brother.
All right.
Let's do it, brother.
All right, y'all. I'll see y'all over my channel.
Let's Soren.
Oh yeah, he's out. All right, 2 ATVs. Head over to JMax and we'll see you there. Road Rash, have a good night. Don't forget to stop your stream, buddy.
Dad, wake up.
Oh, wait. I know. I'll wait till.
Dad, get up. You're still alive.
I know. No, I'm not. I'm not fucking doing anything live anymore.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I hope not.
Check if I were you.
Yeah, I should double check.
Because
Oh man, I'm still like, holy shit.
it's on my phone right now.
And broadcast. See ya.